right, we should be live, and we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Scoot Gamers lunch stream here on a Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday for RSG. It's that special day of the week where you can enjoy a delicious taco whenever you want. I encourage it. But we celebrate the greatness of tacos on Tuesday specifically. Why? Because why not? But glad to have you guys here. Hope you are doing well. It is Taco Tuesday, so we will be doing mini Ross reviews. And, if you want one, you know the deal. Answering your questions, hanging out for a little bit, answering all your Swgoh stuff, related stuff, and things and things and stuff and stuff and things. So if you're new to the stream, you know the deal. You don't know the deal. If you're new, you wouldn't know what the hell's going on. If you're new to the stream, give your greetings, say hi to me, say hi to all the skewers, give your greeting. We like to say hi back and say thank you for watching and hanging out. We appreciate it very much. Hit the subs are always appreciated. If you like this stuff, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave comments on the videos, things of that nature. It's all that really matters and it's important. And we appreciate it greatly. So I'm just getting my chat set up just to make sure I see everybody because we are live on YouTube and Twitch. Let me just get this up and running. Now, I don't know if we're doing Marvel Rivals today with Scribbles. He's still coming back from Rome and doing all that stuff. If he tags me, then I'll go do Marvel Rivals and hang out with everybody on the Scribbles channel like we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But tonight we should have myself and Desi and the lovely Ouchie Dumpling on. And we will be doing some Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. Should be a lot of fun. So there you go. All right, so we got everything going on. We'll start off with some mod depression today once we get some few people in here saying hi and everything. Conquest, I went hard in Conquest yesterday. I'm almost done with Sector. I'll be done to Sector 3 into Sector 4 probably tomorrow, if not today. Finish that so I can start just farming the shit out of Datacrons. Don't really care about anything else. Just want to get much Datacron material. This is my goal the first week of Conquest. Get to Sector 4, farm the hell out of stuff, get lots of Omicrons, and farm the fish shizzle out of Datacrons. And get those up and running for our next round of GSC 3v3. And then anything else? No, I think that's it. We've got the Shoey fund going, so if you want to donate to Ranger for a shoey or a shot, you know the deal. It's $11 for shoeys, $15 for shots. If we get a hype train started, that's how I'll drink the Fernet, like we did yesterday. And that's pretty much how it is. If you have any questions, do that. If you want a mini Ross review, you know the deal. We're here to help you with your account and answer all your questions. Hello, Lord Megatron and the Decepticons with the hearts and waves. Good to see you, my friend, as always. Thank you for leaving all the hearts and waves and comments on all of our videos. It's very much appreciated. Speaking of which, did I do? Oh, hold on. Check something real quick. Yeah, it's good to see you too, my friend. Let's see. Let's do. There we go. We have done it. Hey, Ren2G, yeah, you know me, says good day, Ranger and Skewers. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday to you, my friend. Yeah, we got the Hell Week. I've already done all my stuff for We'll do operations here in an hour and do all that stuff. We're going to start with some mod depression. We had the event today, and, we'll see what we can get. We know the Illuminati is very much against me, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get something good. Most likely we won't, and that's just the way it is. The Hunter event's ending. That's fine. I've got him where I want him. 15 out of 100. I told you I'd take him to 6 stars. He is at 6 stars. That's all we're going to use on him, and that's it. So there you go. You just finished watching Desi on Love on the Holotables. How was it, Lord Megatron? I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Was it good? Urs and Desi on a podcast is just insane. It was excellent, most excellent. Yes, good, good. I need to pull that up, as a matter of fact. Let me do that now. watch this. Here we go. Hold on. All right. Got it. All right. So I will watch that when I get a chance. Check it out today. All right. Good reminder there, Lord Megatron. Yes. All right. So we're creeping, we're peeping, we're doing our thing. Getting people slowly in here, you know, doing the stuff and things and stuff. All right. I don't know why I didn't get a notification. I'm subscribed to his channel. YouTube has failed me once again. Okay, let's start with some mod depression. I've given people enough time to have their happy asses in here and watch this the sadness. So, Ren2G, Lord Megatron, you are my witness that, you know, we were here, we waited for the homies. I waited long enough when we've got rolling to do. Our first one is trash, but we'll see what happens, and it's even more trash, so we'll just get rid of that. Going well so far. But do we expect anything less? So far, this has turned out to be what I expected. Sadness. Great sadness. Which we have become null to because, well, we're used to it. We don't get, oh, there's a 5 speed. We'll give this a slice. It does have... It's flat health in the secondary. Unless this does something extraordinary. Yeah, okay. There was a tiny bit of hope on that one, but yeah. Okay, this one has a possibility. It's offense with speed. All right, we'll give it a slice. We're hoping for some good stuff here. Doubtful. Meh. We'll just keep that one. That's not bad, say. Meh. Set the count data keeper. What else? 73 says happy Taco Hump Day. That's right, because he likes to hump his tacos on Taco Tuesday. All right, we are doing mod depression. Yes. So far, we've gotten one decent one. I forgot what we were doing. We'll get Datacron. We'll roll Datacron. We'll start looking at Datacron stuff tomorrow. I think we flip all of our Datacron stuff. Has that already happened? No, it'll happen tonight, right? Like the third day of Conquest. So this will flip. All these will go away, and then we'll start popping all this here. So, yes. So we'll do that tomorrow. Well, actually, we can start a little bit today. We'll start a little bit here today. Let me finish Mod Depression 173, and then we'll start working our way up. The Lata. Conquest goes well. I'm almost done with Sector 3. So, that 400 energy for $2. Sorry, Skiers. I had to get it. That's a damn fine deal. I was like, I hate Conquest, but... that was not too schwabbity a deal. Not too schwabbity at all. All right, let's see here. What was I doing? Oh, mod depression. Try not to think about it, and I forgot that that's what I was doing. I did that the first time they offered it, got red crate in 3 days. Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Let's see here. First one is health, and let's just hit speed. Yeah, sadness. We never get nice things. I mean, that would have been a great mod to have. Protection. It does have health and speed. Let's see what happens. All right, we'll go to 12. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm just going to pretend like we never saw that one. All right, health. No. Well, we got one mod out of it. Unless a miracle happens here, I think we're just going to take our one offensive arrow with health and stuff and call it a day. Okay. They're trying to tempt me. All right, we'll slice it. I'll play your game, you rogue. Swevin, you roll the Swevin. Bye-bye. That's the rule here at RC. If a mod rolls Swevin, it's automatically dead to me. All right, there's a 5er on here. Let's slice it, see what happens. That's only 9 speed, but that's just percentages. Offense being one of them. I'm going to keep this one. Well, you guys feel, but I think that one's pretty good. I think that's pretty yummy, pretty creamy. I think that's a pretty creamy mod. I'm going to keep that one. Let's check the mod depression store itself. I didn't look there to see if there's any more sadness. Well, there's a lot of sadness. Oh, that arrow is, oh boy. Yeah, that's one I got to go for. I got to do it, Skewers. Oh boy. That's got some potential there. We're going to give that one a old college try. Oh lordy. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh me. Oh me. Oh my girl. Alright, let's see what happens here. We've taken a beating so far, but hopefully this time we get something yummy out of it. Anything double digits is a keeper. Oh. I'm going to keep that one too. That's an offense, and it did hit some speed. Not great speed, but we get 3 more hits, say 5 to 24 to 27 on that. Yeah, we're going to keep that one too. Now, if it had not hit any speed, I would have just said, no, not interested. TG says, question, how do you mod Sana? Her mods are old and not good. Have I not looked at my Sana in a while? Let me go look. Smuggler, right? That's how long it's been. I can't even remember where she's classified in. Let's see here. I have speed and potency on her. Yeah. Speed and potency. I find speed and potency is really good on her for her stuff that she does. You could go offense potency. He had really good speed on the secondary for NTG. I think both those play here. What are you? 19? Oh, do we do it? Oh, we have a few 19s on her. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm going to regret this, but let's see what we can do here. Oh! Oh! Okay. Sadness. Don't care about her. Doing another slice here. Oh, God, skewers. We're doing magic right now. It's magic hour. All right, not so much magic. Sadness. Something's got to hit here. Speed. Oh, my sweet mother of Christ. I'm going to calibrate this bastard. Calibrate. Give me speed. Give me speed. One more hit of speed. Yes! Oh, that was delicious. Good. That one didn't quite hit as much, but that's okay. What is she at right now? 334. Ooh. What is that? A speed mod? Cancel. Don't see speed. We want a speed set with filter. Do we have any that are not claimed? It's a 9 speed, but that's only 11 speed. We could take that up and make a run for the. Now that's a purple. Let's run the purple one. See if it hits speed first. Sadness. But it is 11. What are you? You're 9. Dookie. Okay. You don't want to take anything off those. Offense. And a 10. $34.44. Ooh. 100 flat. 56. I think we do this one. Very little. Let's give this one a slice. Okay, it's at 11. Can we not hit speed at all here? Oh, for Christ's sakes. All right. Where's the other one? This one. Let's give this one a shot. Anybody hit speed here? This is our ticket, right? Okay, so that's the one we want to sign. So that's still potency. So we have more speed and a little bit less health. Not like 600, but not that big. 337, and we have a possibility of popping her almost. If we get 2 more hits of decent speed near 350, that'll be nice for her. You damn right I'm going to confirm that. You're goddamn right. What is her? Is this a GAC cron? No, I don't think it is. It's TW, so I don't care about that. You're goddamn right. Anna squared away. We have done good work. Yes, good. Okay. Well, that was creamy. What do I have for quest? That episode. Defeat 10 enemies with... We've already knocked that one out. No point of doing that one. This ends in 7 days, so we still have plenty of time for all these to scoop those up. I can't claim any more of these because I don't have any more way to get hunter shots. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Unfortunate, but again, I'm not wailing. Oh, we still gotta do this. Put this on in the background and do some stuff while we're talking and stuff. You know, just drinking some coffee or whatever. Having no big whoop. Just hanging out. You know, doing Swgoh shit. No, attack Chewie. You want to attack Chewie first. No, why? I targeted Chewie and you went for Han. Why do you not listen to me? Damn conspiracy. See what you did? You got her stunned. Yeah, keep getting your greetings, do all this stuff, and love and thunder and beans and toast and more mods? Sure. Why not? We've had a strange day with mods. Let's continue on. Alright, do that. Do the stuff and things. Okay. All right, we're doing it. We're concentrating 4 or 5 power. All right, things are going well. All right, fire, doing fire, firing things. Okay. Shooting, we're shooting. Do that. Ooh, mighty stun from Wrecker. You got all of them. There you go. All right. Oh, he threw a spear. He speared R2D Toa. This is the place where the combatant helps. It's Taco Tuesday or Taco Cat. Sure. All right. Let's see. We have 2 more mods to go look at here. Probably nothing crazy, but we'll look at them. Speed mods. Got some speed. We'll see. It's got to go double digits, or I could just not care. Yeah, no. 3 speed. This doesn't have potency or speed, and it didn't hit anything. And it hit potency. Sadness is that it didn't hit speed. So yeah. So yeah, we got Sana. She's looking good. We got that. Let's go look at Datacrons. What else? Any 3? You said you wanted to do Sana first, right? So we need to go here and do some smugglering. Is that what we're doing? We're going for smugglering here. We want a smuggler one. Okay, that's Dark Side. I don't think that's what we want. We probably have to want to re-roll that, don't we? Or is there one we want? Let's go look at another one here. Let's just unlock it. We got the stuff here. Why waste materials yet? We'll go here and see if we can get a light side one. Smuggles. Dark Side. Oh, it's the 15% turn meter one. That's good. All right, let's do it again. Dark Side tank. Oh, Jesus. What the hell is this? It's all Dark Side. Well, Well, we do want one for Embo, right? Which one would we want for Embo for our Java one? Tank Revive? Or do we want... What do we want to start off for Dark Side one? We have all four. Well, I'll go bid at another one here. We'll roll here in this. Do you want to see if we can get a light side one? Look. Do. We could start dismantling our other ones, right? Let's start doing that. We can start dismantling these, right? Let's start dismantling all this shit. Dismantle. Yeah. Just start dismantling. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Get the materials. They do us no good anymore. And we don't have TW this week, so I can do this. Right? Yeah. Because they're going to wait 15 hours, so you, yeah. Dismantle. We are doing the dismantling. Dismantle. Oh. Okay, we're doing it. Offensive up or tank revive. Okay. Which one do we want for Embo? Probably tank revive, right? For our Chrysanthemum. All right. Tank revive the offensive up for level 3. Let's do the offensive up. Let me look at this one real quick. Which one is it? When they start with 2 buffs that can be dispelled, the game. I think that would be pretty good. He's going to revive everything. I think we go this one for Embo. What do you think? Let's do the unlocky. Okay. A lot of health protection on it. This might be the play, brother. Cartel. First time Hut Cartel fall blade game. Oh, we'll continue on. What's the level 6 you want on this, or does it matter? We will need more materials, so I'll have to go dismantle the other ones. Let's lock this one in so we know this is the one we're working on. Okay. Bye, Malikuth Kron. I loved you. You were so nice to me. You were the best, buddy. Thanks, guy. Hi, Star Killer Kron. We loved you. All right. Yeah, we got 25% protection and 20% health on this. Not bad. Some offense. That's not bad. The DI might come in handy too. I kind of like the DI on that for Hut Cartel. That could come in handy if they get below 50%. Yeah. Yeah, so we want the thermal detonators. Be careful here. Gone into ludicrous funds. All right, unlock. Okay. Crit chance. Okay, that's fine. Let's roll this one. All dark side. What in the hell is going on? That is so crazy, dude. We've gotten 5 dark side crosses, which isn't bad. I mean, the other one's a ton of light side stuff. I'm not upset about it, but we just want the sauna one. So okay, so we're gonna do this one for Embo, and then yeah. So when I do my conquesting today, get some more materials. We're gonna need a little bit more. We need 100 of those and 35 more of those. Okay. The good news is we are almost done with Sector 3. Hello, Mary J. Hello, everybody. My name is Mary J. I'm part of Team Rocket. I'm in Blasov and totally win the day. My name is James. I'm totally not good. Yeah. Droids for Afro Team Light Side. Okay, well let's just, so we've got the one for Emba. We want that. Give me send me a list in Discord of what we want to do there. That way, when we're just send me a list there in Discord there. What else 23, and then we'll rock and roll with that. What is the announcer from Scribbles? I him. Okay, so no Marvel Rivals today. Yeah, Scrib's gonna try a new game. Okay, that's fine. Jib, what's going on, Big Jib? Says I finished up a wordy nest data this morning. Looks juicy and delicious, full of creamy vitamins and minerals. Why do I have 2 of these? Is there a free one that I'm missing? Modest session. Sure, I'll take it. Just to get that off the screen. It's driving me nuts. Like, what do you mean? There. All right, we'll have our set the counting data keeper hit us up, and I will go in the order. So we'll do Embo, but then we want to get Sauna, and then we'll take it from there. All right, data material. I mean, we could, but I need 100 of those. I need to save the. You know what? Do it. And that. Then we do this today. We'll have more. So we'll get the Embo one up for sure. Then, and then the level 6, you want the thermal detonator. If we can get it, I'll try. Level 73. Then the other one, yes. No rush. We have plenty of time. I try to get some more mods today to use and materials so that we can take advantage of dismantling those so that we can take full advantage of the next Datacron set. Good. Okay. Good. Yeah. All right. Our plan is coming together nicely, my trusty Sith accountant. Fellow skewers. Yes. Okay. What do you think we should shoot for here, Whittle 23? About 15? I think 15 for 3v3, right? Yes, good. I think so. I like it. I think it's sexy. Yes. All right. So we'll do some more of that. Conquest I will do a little bit. I gotta let my stuff. I mean, I burned through a lot of stuff trying to get through here. What do we need to do for this one? We need to win with Balin Squaw. Okay. Only light side characters. Let's let that build up a little bit more. Yeah, and I'm doing the big feats. You can see here that I've been knocking them out. We're almost done with the critical chance that'll happen. The gold path will happen. We're almost done. We'll do Inquisitors today. That'll be done. And then it's just doing these 3 teams here of Night Sisters, Feral Remnants, and Bow Mando, which is always fun to play with in Conquest. So we'll get these 3 knocked out as well, and have all these knocked out and up and running for Sector 4, and we'll be looking pretty damn good. We'll pretty much have the big feats done, get to Sector 4, farm the shit out of Datacrons, and then Monday of next week we'll go hard into finishing up all the rest of this. I really want to have a lot more Datacrons at our disposal going into 3v3. Just so I give Wet Out 73 some fun ideas that he can tell me to put on defense and stuff. The Son will be one. He'll give me a list of stuff, and then we'll rock and roll. Speak of the devil. Embo, BT1, Beyonce, Cal, Ness, Sana, Stap look like the best set. All right, what do you want on the level 3 and 6s on those as well? What else? 73 for each of those. I want to be very specific with these crons, because I don't want to have a cron you'd be like, God damn it, Ranger, that's the wrong one. You've messed up my analytics. I don't want to anger you. Hey, Papi Chulo, what are you doing? Study's a nerd, man. What are you doing over there? You crazy, Holmes? What's going on, guy? Yeah, let me know for each of those what do you want me to focus in on the main ones, and I will get those, because we have plenty of reroll materials. I just want to make sure that I'm hitting the mark as best I can for you. I can't guarantee, because you know the RNG and my history with RNG with the Illuminati. But good to see you, Papi Chulo. You crazy kid. Crazy loans. All right, so we got that. We begin in our Jocasta new farm. We'll get Red Crate these next 2. That's not going to be any diff. Hunter can sit there. I have started Farmers in the Punishing one. I must say that it is awful. It is absolutely awful, this farm. But we'll slowly farm it. Ugh. It is a hard node farm. Yuck a doodle. They put a pack out. I'm going to tell you right now, kids, I'm getting it. But we'll slowly farm it. And then when we do L73, I will take Dengar Relic 9 and pop all that for you like you wanted me to. But there's no packs for him right now. Yes. He's in shipments. He's in a weekly shipment. Oh my God. That is tempting, little 73, because I really don't want to be farting around with this farm. But that would really hurt my... You know what? We get crystals today. Let's wait till Thursday, then I'll pop that. Let me get all my crystals up, and then we can pop that. I think that... Yeah. I think that's fair play. Yeah, we'll finish him up this week, and I'll get him to Relic 9. I said I would do it, Weddle 73. Hey, Soppers! Oh, Sopper from the lands of beans and toast and fish and chips and his natural environment joins us as I just got Dr. Dre unlocked, straight gear 12 and Zetas and Omicrons. You are sexy, my friend. Hey, Tassinix, the court jester of Swgoh, join us. It says, Sup, Ranger, what you doing? We have been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot of farming for mods. I've been breaking down Datacrons, laying out our Datacron plan of who we're going to be going for with my trusty Sith account. So we're going to be going Embo, BT1, Beyonce, Cal. Of course, you want Jedi Cal. Ness, Sana, Stap are going to be the name ones we go for on this set. And then we'll be looking for certain levels 3s and 6s for the dark side. Yeah, so we're going to be working on Datacrons for this week with our Conquest stuff. I'm going hard into Conquest. We'll be done with Sector 3. I probably should be done with Sector 4 today. Just letting because I pushed everything yesterday to get to Sector 3. So the plan is, Task, is to get to Sector 4, And then I'll knock out these general feats along the way because these are all fun teams to use to get feats done. And then get to Sector 4, get to the farming of the Datacron node today, and then Wednesday through Sunday, I'm just going to be popping refreshes, getting Datacron resources. Should have the event feats done, and then next week I'll just go through and knock out whatever feats I have left to get Red Crate. But the main thing is to get those that Datacron stuff going. Dismantled a ton of these because we know those are going to go away tonight, and getting ready for these. So we'll get all that material, pop this, and then get about 15 of these. I think 6 named ones is what we're going for at level 9. So yeah. And then we'll continue on our merry way and getting ready for 3v3 GAC. Yeah, you know me. We'll talk about GAC next week, but a lot of these are going away, but we do want a Merc one. We do want some other ones. Was that the list of the stuff? We probably want another one. What else? 73? Probably what? Dash? Well, no, we want a Merc one too. Put that on the list for stuff we want for Balin. We want a nice Merc cron for Balin. Like level 3, we'll get the tank revive. That's always good for him. And then we could probably go level 6. Yeah, defense on that one too. Kind of like his old one in a sense. Yeah, kind of like his old one. If we can get it, it's unfortunate that we can't get something fun for the team. Which will probably put Nest on a certain team. And throwing Cad Bane on there. What is Kira's? Oh god, am I going to be Kira today? It might be time to pop the Kira cherry there. What else? 23? I don't know what you think on this. Or Tash, you can pop in here too, but add her on a Balin team with one other. Yeah, Bam, we want to put Bam on the list because Bam, I think you had him on the list, right? Because we could add him to the Mando team, right? I kind of like hers more than Dash's. But I'd have to pop her to 5, which I'm okay with. Dash. I just want to stun. He takes a bonus turn. I think we add. I think adding Bam and Kira here, because we could pop her to Relic 5. Throw her on a Balin team with the Merc stuff, right? And that would be kind of cool, right? Because we could put her and L3 on that team, right? That would be kind of fun. Let the other homies do their thing. I'm thinking more just for 5s than I am for 3s. All right, add it to the list there, my friend. Try to see how many of these we can knock out. But yeah, Embo B2 JML Nest on that team. Sana for her team. And Stab. Okay. We want one for the Dr. Alfred team, and then we want one for Stab for the Grievous team. Nest we'll put with Hondo, Dash, and then inform that team. Cal for Jedi, Embo for the Jabba team, and then we'll do one Merc. I think Kira for Mercs, and then Bam for a Bo Mando team would be pretty hot. I think that would be pretty sexy. Papa Chulo, sorry, YouTube was being slow. Says eating granola and yogurt and watching the baby throw balls everywhere. That's all. That sounds fun. It says, it's just me or does anyone else not feel like doing conquests? I don't never feel like doing conquests. I still do conquests because it's important. You're only going to shoot for gold box this time? That's fine. I'm able to pop in for a few. When are you done? I'm here for a while, man. Let me know. Do you want to do Discord or Zoom there, Tasnex? You can come hang out. It's Tuesday. It's the day after all the madness and stuff. But yeah, let me know and I'll either send you the Zoom link or I'll just pop in our Discord and you can join me there. Whatever one works best for you, my friend. Evo says, hello from not San Diego. Happy Taco Tuesday and Skull as always. I hope everyone's having a great day. That's right, Evo, our fellow Canadian up there in the frozen tundra Canadian with all the other Motion people of Nova Scotia and the Vulcans up there eating their Kraft macaroni dinner. Let's do Discord. Here, we can pop Discord here real quick. I'll just jump in the Discord. You can just, yeah, that's easy. Instead of Zoom links and all that shit. Apparently Discord doesn't want to load all this. Okay, well, give me a minute here. Discord? Would you like to load Discord? No? Then I'll go into the... What is... Hold on. Yes, I would like... Live stream public. There we go. Perfect. Good to see you there, Evo, too. Sorry, I was distracted with things, and then Neo Venom. Neo Venom's tagging me on our MegaCon stuff. We did put the picture of us with Ashley X9 in there with me, Finn, and Desi in there. So if you want to go check it out, you can. So yeah, I'll be in Discord. Jump on in when you're ready there, Tassie. All right, so we have our good solid plan for Datacrons and stuff like that. So we'll get Conquest up and running today as well. So yeah, we did our we actually got a couple good mods today too. So, and then Sauna's mods hit beautifully. I shocked that happened. Usually when we roll mods, it usually goes not good. That was shocking. We get a couple hits on that other mod. She's going to be 350 speed and going to be a demon this round. So, well. Eva says, the GL event changes they made are huge. I was able to unlock Soak and get her ult in under 48 hours. Nice. Yeah, with the ticket system, the way they did it and stuff, yeah. I had her ultimate pretty much on day 2 or 3, I remember. We had her unlocked day 1 in Relic 9. I just didn't have her ultimate done for a few days after that. But her unlocked, oh yeah, absolutely. Her unlocked in Relic 9 was done day 1. Then I had gotten her ways into her ultimate. I did have some energy save, so yeah, it'll be pretty quick for you. It's nice, the changes they've made for that. I mean, I really... I like the changes that... Capital Games made on that there, my friend. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good there, eh? All right, get your questions in. If you want any help with your roster, shoey shots, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat, skewers. I'm here for your undivided attention. So it looks like Scribbles will be streaming something else today. So no Marvel Rivals, probably do that on Thursday. And then tonight I'll be back with the lovely Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf and the Goddess Algae Dumpling doing some Baldur's Gate 3. So you're getting all kinds of fun streams today. And it's going to be getting cold here for the next few days. Like cold. Not looking forward to it. But yeah, we're getting a home pattern. I'll keep Hunter here. I got to tell you what else, 23 and skewers. I am so tempted because I can't stand farming this shit. Oh, we get some crystals. That's in weekly shipments. If we finish that bastard up and I can just ignore that, that might be worth the investment because the drop rate on this has been horrendous. Great sadness ensued throughout the lane. But I want to get my... yeah. I just... Well, because I went so hard... I went so hard, remember, into all those new stuff, man. I just didn't have the materials or resources to devote to finishing Punishing One. You know what I'm saying? I even done comeuppance. Now that I think that's Cantina, right? Yeah, so doing a Cantina farm, we may do that one too. Yeah, I made a conscious choice. You know, for me, it was like resources toward Gungans and Queen Amidala and the Gungans, and you know Balin and Ahsoka and all that stuff. It was like I had to make a choice, and that one was like, you know, I gotta something's got to go on the wayside, and I was like, you know what, Punishing One, it's 6 stars. I'll come back to it. I just never came back to it. So yeah, we'll pop that cherry on Thursday. Let me get all my resources from crystal stuff. I don't want to be crystal poor, because if I did it right now, we could finish it up, but then I'd have no crystals. Well, that's the last day before the weekly shipment ends, right? I'd have to pop it by Thursday. We do. Yeah, so there's no rush on it. We'll see what the drop rates are on my drops. Maybe I get lucky and get more than 0, you know? Then we'll take Dangar Relic 9. Let me find him, because we said we'd take him to Relic 9, right? Neo Venom wants me to...
There's so many women that were not in positions of leadership.
Yeah, thank you, Nicole.
Even 2 decades ago,
Is it MegaCon?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Someone sent me something. They want to see if this was me at MegaCon with Darth Vader. I'm like, it probably was.
Well,
okay. I'll check this out later. That's too many ads. What's going on, Tess? Sorry, I was distracted by getting tagged by a video.
No worries, dude. Just working.
What? Yeah. Oh, very nice. What you working on, guy?
I'm just, getting some stuff done here in the background on the work laptop, but otherwise, just
another solid
having a good
Taco
time.
Tuesday. Are you enjoy some delicious tacos at the Taco Tuesday?
No tacos. Just what did I have? I had some fruit, some sliced tomato with salt and pepper on it, and some kielbasa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not bad. So what are we up to in here?
We're just answering people's questions, helping them with their rosters, talking about our game plan for the upcoming Datacron set, priorities, things of that nature. People are sending me videos of MegaCon saying, "Was that you as the Mando next to Darth Schmader?" I'm like, I don't think this was me. I did meet this Darth Vader, and we talked for a little bit, but I don't think that's me. All right, there you go, Neo Venom. Yeah, it's not me. I haven't seen me in there. I'll have to watch it for more thoroughly. So yeah. Hey, Saul, good morning. We got me and the great Tassinix, the court jester of Swgoh. And then also, if you guys, after this, if you want to go check out something fun, the lovely Desi Jingle Snarf joined Urs for Love on the Holotables. I haven't listened to it, but I will definitely want to go check it out. And make sure you guys follow Tasnix on his channel. We rate him a lot and stuff like that. So he's a good homie.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. What do you mean? He's not eating tacos today. He lost one bread of another fellow content creator is questioning your wisdom there. But you don't have to have tacos. We just celebrate the greatness on this day, Lost Want Bread. Yes. All right. So we got me. We got the great Tass over here. So yeah. So a couple things. We're going to take care of the Relic 5. Get her Datacron for. I think the Merc team would be really fun. We'll get Dengar for Punishing 1 and Punishing 1 finish this week. Get him to Relic 9 for his ship. I hate Punishing 1, but what we have to do. And then the prawns that we are going to be working toward, and we started today. Embo, and we've already got the nice stuff that, well, we'll get we have DI on it right now, but the level 6, we want those thermal detonators. But we do have the stacking offense on it. I think that or tank revival would be good. And then we've got like 6 or 7, I'd say, named ones I want to get for this upcoming round of 3v3s.
Wait, who we talking this Kronos for? You're talking about your Java Kron?
Yeah, Embo. We're gonna get the Embo Cron with the thermals and everything else. It's already got a lot of good health and protection on already, so it's pretty solid. And then the other ones we want to get is one for Kira for the Merc squad for Balin. Then we want one for Cal for JML, BT1 for the Dr. Afra team, Nas for a Dash team, Sana because we want to put her team down, and then Stat because that really does help the Grievous team. And then after that, it'll just be a bunch of level 8s. That's usually what I do. I usually go for 6 to 9, 6 to 9 named Datacrons. Depending on the set, sometimes it's more. But this set, I mean, sometimes it's about the how you feel, but sometimes like the last set, there was a lot of named ones that I really wanted, like all the Sokas and stuff like that. And then there's some sets like just get them to level 8 and just get the best stats you can for them and stuff. I don't know how hard you go on Datacrons, but what is your kind of approach to that?
Yeah. So set 18 just expired. Yeah. We have set 19 and we're now farming up set 20. What I will have done before set 18 expired is farmed up the maximum number that I reasonably could of Datacrons of set 19 so that I'm at a minimum of a loss, right? Because you only have this first week to farm up Datacrons for the next week, which is the first week of Grand Arena. So having 10, 11 seems really critical if you're rocking about 20, 22 of the previous set.
Yeah.
As far as level 9s go, that'll be dependent on the set, right? There's definitely been sets in the past where it's like, there's only like 2 or 3 of these that you'd be crazy to miss out on, as opposed to, like 5, 6, 7 of them that were just must-have in previous sets. This one's not quite that bad. I like the ones you're going for. Like, I think Embo is the best choice of the level 9s for Java for, if you had to say something as an all-around for all modes of play, inclusive of TW, Embo's definitely the best for TW.
Yeah.
I know a few folks really like Cad Bane because if you actually mod him for damage, then him assisting all the time for 50% increased damage could be significant. I personally don't go that way. I go with Mob Enforcer. I think Mob Enforcer is better. I think Gam looks good, and maybe it'll be more annoying in 3 versus 3, but I don't really see how. No, I don't really see how. Like, maybe it's like a plug and play, something like that. But for me, it's like Mob Enforcer is the one that's like right under Embo. Like, my main one will be a Mob Enforcer because I also plan to get an Embo separately. And my stats on that are like health and tenacity. I mostly got like straight tenacity. And so if I had ended up more health on it, straight health, I would have kept that. If it was straight offense, I would have kept that. If it was straight tenacity, I would have kept that. Long text, like you said. And then I went with Turn Meter, level 3. Last time we had that on Java, that was a pain in the ass.
It's not a bad play. I think either one, like I don't really think the tank revive is beneficial for the Java team because my experience is Chrysanthemum, he still dies twice regardless. So it's like, okay. So I think the 5% stacking offense could be really good because it really makes Lay and them hit like goddamn monsters as they ramp.
Is that 5? But that's dark side stacking offense, my friend.
Oh, that won't work for Lay, will it?
That's right, sir.
That's
So
right.
that's what I'm
So,
saying. Like the turn meter one is much more dangerous. Like you want to activate Leia more? Good. Have her dark side allies do more stuff and call her to assist.
but then you can't get the Hut Cartel level 6 and stuff because that's a light side mechanic, right?
Oh, is that so? Let me take a look. I think I have both. If that's the case, let me have a look at that.
Yeah, she doesn't. You can't go. I don't think you can go Hut Cartel if you have light side, right?
Is that it? Man, I'll check. Let me check at my
I mean,
Well,
I
because
agree
I'm
with-
talking, but that's why. Okay, that's why you have that understanding. You're thinking when I say turn meter, 25% light side turn meter. I'm talking dark side, 15% turn meter.
dark side.
That's one of the dark side level 3s. Is whenever dark side allies use a special ability, they gain 15% turn meter.
Will that apply to her because she's light side?
No. But here's what I'm saying. Like, because we're gonna have 15% turn meter getting fed into our dark side allies, and
Right.
them doing stuff calls her to assist. We
Okay.
cause her to be activated more.
Okay,
Right?
so you want to go turn meter with dark side, and then the level 6, you don't want to go thermals. What was the one you wanted to do for the?
No, I said long text. Yeah, the long
Okay,
text
so
one.
the
You're
thermal ones.
exactly
Okay.
right.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly the same one you have in mind.
All right, so level 3, we want to go. Okay, so we want to get the turn meter, and then
Yeah, the dark side turn meter,
and
15%.
then yeah, and so we want Embo, and then we want those two. Perfect. And I got plenty of reroll materials for that.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't regret that, especially if you're going to have, Embo on there. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so Embo, that's what we'll do. And then I think, oh, hi, Ouchie. Oh, Ace had to go. Hello. Okay, Ace, have a good one, my friend. Yeah. Okay, got it. So we'll do that. Level 3 meter, and then the thermals. Hi, Ouchie. Hello. Yes, let the tacos flow. The goddess herself, Ouchie Dumpling, is in the chat. Yes. Eric Thirst says, you can never tell from the announcement. Nobody read the Wayfinder announcement that said Magma Trooper is going to take it down GOD. Well, you never really know, but I mean, but I didn't have my Magma Trooper up, nor did I care to spend resources on that. So, yeah, but I think, so we'll do that. So, I think we're... Okay, so we'll do turn meter and then the big text. Well, if we can get it. I mean, that's one thing to say I want that, but then you have to get resources to re-roll all that crap. Okay.
That's why I say, like, whatever stat profile you kind of luck into with Jabba, riff off of that. If it's more offense, keep going for offense stuff. If it's health, try and go straight health. If it's tenacity, straight tenacity. Or in my case, mine's like almost entirely tenacity with 2 really fat health rolls on it, and I'm delighted with that.
Well, this one went.
I will run that into the ground.
This one went 25% total stats for both health and protection, and then 16% offense. Now I just hit crit chance on the 8, but I'll re-roll that to offense, so that'll be a pretty nice mod balance-wise with 25% plus health, protection, and offense on top of those turn meter, thermals, things of that nature. That could be pretty good.
You don't need my camera on, do you?
No, you don't need to have your camera. Oh yeah, I just noticed you had your camera on. I'm like, oh no, we're just chilling, like we're podcasting, that kind of thing, man. It's all good.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
All right. If you have any questions for myself or Taz, get those in. It is a Taco Tuesday. We help people with their accounts and stuff too. So if you have any questions about what you should be working on, things of that nature, feel free.
But let me just
go ahead.
Let me just say though, back to that cron that you were looking at. I think from a resource management point of view, rolling that crit chance roll first is the best one, yes. But I would also then do that middle protection roll and then that base level protection roll as well. Protection's kind of for Jabba.
Go health or offense on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Or even health, offense, or tenacity would be better for the team than just prod.
Got it. We will do this. The first 5 Datacrons I rolled today, dude. They all rolled dark side level 3. I haven't gotten one light side cron yet. It's just some kind of conspiracy or something. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Did you help people with their tacos too? I mean, sure, Alchie. I mean, I didn't know. I thought you were a subject matter expert on these things, but if you would like me to help you with anything taco related, I mean, you've come to the right channel, man. Who Lost Wamper said, "What is the best feeling for an empty whiskey glass, and why is it a nice whiskey?" I think you answered your own question there, Lost One. And he says, "Yes, the 15% on special is what I have on the hut one." Yeah, okay, there you go. Okay, so yes, get your questions in. If it's taco related, I'll help you with that. We're limited tasks, not answer those kind of silly questions. We'll focus on the Swgoh stuff more for our court jester. Fricky Frack Patty Wax says, "Are you building any crons specifically for threes?" I mean, some of them kind of work for threes automatically, like Sauna, Stap, Nest. I'm thinking more terms than fives, but you can pop those for threes as well. You know, if you have like, you know, if you look at some of those ones, not so much Embo, that's more of a fives team. But Sauna definitely for threes. Cal for threes can work really well. Nest, Sauna, Stap, those are all really good crons for threes as well as fives. So if you're kind of getting a little bit more bang for your buck with this set than the previous one. There are a few over on the last set that were really good in threes and fives, but like the one I did for Tuscan Warrior, it was for threes. Just be straight up with you. I specifically did that one with Dad Bod and you know, the three homies total to make that work, like a Stormtrooper Han one, that kind of stuff. But I tend to lean toward fives more and get the benefits out of threes at the same time. I don't know how you go, Taz. I don't go chasing 3v3 crons as, say, my primary focus.
No, I look at the set and I just go after the ones that are best, you know, in my view for Grand Arena, and then whatever's over and above that my guild wants for TW.
Yeah.
But that being said, you know, sometimes you'll see there. I don't think there's anything like this in set 20 that necessarily jumped out at me this way, as like being especially or only good in 3 versus 3. But there will be occasional things where it's like, oh man, this is going to make this character way overpowered for what, you know, for the size of the board here.
Yeah.
You know, 3 characters versus 3 characters. So yeah, I mean, if that's the case, I'll do my best to pick that up. But in general, yeah, I'm trying to get the best ones that I will then apply in whatever way I can in 3 versus 3. But the default would be to plan for 5s, yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's time for operations. All right, everybody, check your bots. It is now time to do operations for the guild. Oh Lord, well it is for me. All right, let's see what I have to give up today. Their task. All right, let's go into let's check the field of play and see what Ranger has to give up for the homies guild. Do this. All right, today in Felucia, not Felucia, that's Braca. Felucia, I just like saying Felucia. We have to give up. Really? Why do I always have to give up Outrider? This is a goddamn conspiracy. Oh. Casting's U-Wing too. Well, I won't be doing the light side mission with the Webbles today. Great, I get to fight with the Negotiator. Joy. All right, Braca. I think we're gonna end that. Yeah, we definitely ended that chance. We have to give up Admiral Radass. Definitely, rebels are dead. All right. I don't want to talk about it. And then in Genosis, what are we doing here? Oh, Chimera. Well, I didn't want to try Chimera. Not that it matters. The second day of Fleet and Darkside is Horde. I just go in there and just take my beating, man. I don't know about you, but I've only beaten that thing. I've beaten that event, Darkside Fleet, twice this entire time in TV. I don't know how many times you've conquered it, but oh my. Darth Brevon. Oh yeah, we can give up Darth Brevon. And then Operation 5, Star Killer and Palpatine. I guess you don't want me using that team either. Okay, cool. All right, we've done good work here, Skiers. Okay. But if you have any questions for me and Task, you know the deal. Get those in the chat. It's a Tuesday. We're chilling. He's chilling. I'm chilling. We're just, helping you with any Swgoh questions you might have. It could be about conquest, it could be about modding, it could be about anything. Get those in. It's what we do on a Taco Tuesday. We hang out with you guys, hang out with you kids for a little bit and help you out, help you answer your questions and stuff like that. It's fantastic. All right. What are you currently working on there, Task? Are you working on anything? I stopped working on Bad Batch. Once they said that there's a legendary coming with this new Jedi Vanguard, I was like, okay, not spending any more on Bad Batch. And to go save resources.
I mean, I'm pursuing everything that like an end game account would be doing. I am going after them, so yeah, that's there. But as far as like what's keeping me interested, what I'm working on, just modding perfections and filling up, finding and patching up the holes in what mods I'm actually short on.
Right.
Which is a hilarious thing to say when you have as many mods as I do.
It's never ending.
Yeah,
it's never ending, dude.
Yeah. The demand.
Insane. It's insane, dude. Like every time you get 2 or 3 characters done, you're like, God, thank God, and you're like, oh God, I have more.
And they all want your finest, like at least against the people I'm playing, that they'll all have them at the, like if everybody else has the character at 360, they'll have it at 370, 372, 375, like that. Like I can't afford to play too far behind the Joneses with that type of thing. Oh, no. So even though I have a huge quantity of 24s, 20s, and the like, it gets stretched thin across all these teams that all want all of the same mods, whether that's speed, offense, but most recently I'm getting pinched a lot on defense too. So it's just it's busy, and there's still so much enjoyment though in getting the mods right. Like I have struck some really cool balances across this last season, just slowly modding the characters, getting ready for the for 3 versus 3, because one of my big things is my Tusken Warrior. I bulked him out, man. I mean, here I can share you my screen on Discord. I don't know if you can stream it, but you can at least see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, that's fine. Discord is being really funky with me lately, sharing screen, but that's totally fine.
Yeah. No, you're good. But yeah, like 66.8k health, 71,000 protection, 308 speed, 86% potency, 10,000 offense, and 85% crit chance. Crit chance could be a little better, but I'm not too worried about it. The point is, it's big, it's got a lot of offense, it's fast, but seriously, like when I say it's big, like that is a really thick Tusken Warrior. You're not used to seeing numbers this high on a Tusken Warrior. Long term, might even go to Relic 9, but Relic 8 was good enough. I also remodded my, Raider. He's just much, much thicker. One of the problems I had is I was watching an opponent last 3 versus 3. He was kind enough to join my stream, and I watched him fight my Tuskens, and I love my Tuskens, and I watched him use gas, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I know how gas can lose this. Hopefully we can sit him down and wreck the sides. We'll see what happens. And basically on his first turn, he looked over at my Raider and just kind of one-shot it immediately before we were even talking about like a huge offense ramp or anything. And that's because I had him, really, really high offense, like 12-point-something K, but also health primaries and relatively low survivability in general. So it was a trivial matter for Gas to get past his protection and just crush him, right? And then nobody's coming back. So, yeah, I remodded him for a lot more bulk. Well, I'm really looking forward to that.
That looks really good. Hey, Enthos, the Fresh Maker, what's going on? All right, I've got my Kira. How do you have yours modded? We're going to be using her on a Merc team. I've not touched her since, since before you were born. What do we...
Yeah, I like speed and potency myself. Potency cross, crit damage, triangle, speed arrow. I don't think the circle matters so much. Whichever one would have the better secondaries between health and primary.
So you like... We have the speed on the arrow. We got plenty of potency.
Yeah. But let's say you also have like a whole lot of... like a lot of players do. Maybe you don't have a ton of potency sets, but you have a ton of health sets that have, potency secondaries and stuff like that. You could just as easily use that. That's fine. But yeah, speed potency sets with the potency primary cross Crit damage, triangle, speed, arrow is probably the way I'd roll it.
Crit damage. Offense. 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 Health.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, you said crit damage, so I would go crit damage. Let me just look at these. And there, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
Why don't you just filter on crit damage primary?
I like to go through and look at them, so in my brain,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I like this one. Put that on, and then you said it didn't really matter on the circle, so we'll go best 17. Let's see. All right. Then we'll go. And we will confirm that. And let's see what we can get. All right, here we go, Tass. We're going to try to see if the CG Illuminati is still watching me. We had some good rolls there earlier. We're going to see what's going on here with Kira and see what we can do here. Fantastic stick. Am I out of those materials, really? All right, well, the arrow will have to wait, and that's okay. Don't I have a better... Oh, here. Just have this. This has potency, too. Here. Solved. All right. Ethos is not too much. Just done listening to some Melo Death and yourself while I'm hanging out with my friend Tassinix, which you guys should follow on his channel. And we're doing some modding and looking at characters and things of that nature. So there you go. All right. Let's do the purple. We'll see what we get on this one. All right. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we hit speed. Yummy. All right. Here we go. Next. So what's the next highest one? I was like 11. Not the cool. These are both 15. Let's give the old square a tug. All right. Let's see what happens. I mean, to hit a potency, I'll take that. And then this one. Hey, motor speed for me. And then this one. Hey, motor speed for me. This has actually turned out pretty well. 275. These keep hitting. Holy.
Wow, look at you go.
Yeah.
Now, ideally, we would be, if you can get her up to around 100% potency between the secondaries and everything,
Yeah.
and everything else you got going, that'd be the mark. So you can trade off a little offense and stuff. Like, she's not a DPS. She's here to. Her unique is going to boost the offensive capabilities of your attacking allies. And she has a AoE cleanse and chance to land stagger. So that's the main reason that I want the potency, because we want to land that stagger, right?
Yeah. But I think she's only just hit gear 12. And then
Okay, and I think you get like a chunk of potency, something like 8% going to gear 13.
Yeah, let me do this and then we'll pop her.
Yeah, because I was saying, like, while you're picking the mods, you can be sorting secondaries in favor of potency to try and
Potency
get
is
up as close.
93.97, and we have 4 mods that will have potency secondaries that'll get her to 100%. So there
There you go. Yeah, I know. I knew it shouldn't be too bad with the way that we're going.
Okay, so she's really looking creamy. And then if we get those speed hits too, she's 297 plus the other. She could be like.
Are you at liberty to sync that unique though? Because that unique is actually a value if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah. I get plenty of Zetas and stuff.
Yeah, take a look at what that is for the bonus.
Let's see here. So +5 potency, and each other mercenary and each other scoundrel also have gained half potency and critical damage. Oh, nice. Yes, 40% potency. 30. Oh, nice. Done. She is ready to go. So we definitely want to get her. Oh,
just her existing makes your mercenary or scoundrel allies attack better. So
yeah. So we'll get her. She's on the favorites. We will work on her mods religiously. Now I've got Dengar in my, but he's just going to Relic 9, and then we're doing the punishing one. So we'll get that done this week. I just have that as a reminder.
Solid.
Yeah. I promised what else through. I'd finishing the punishing one, and I would take Dengar to 9 just to make our defense a little bit more stout with our fleets and stuff. Yeah, I think adding Kira is a good shout. We just need to take it to Relic 5, which I can do. Which
I think for most of my Balin attacks this last 5 vs 5 season, my last 2 were Hondo and Kira. Like, I didn't bother with L3.
Yeah, I think L3 in this, yeah.
L3 is like an option if you're, I think, placing the team on defense, but
well, I was trying to think about the 2 teams I would use in 5s. Like, if we create a Dash Hondo Nest team, or just a Dash Nest team, but I don't know. Because we can keep Hondo with the Mercs, right? With Balin and them, and then add Kira. That'd be pretty disgusting. Then go Dash, Nest, Vandor. I will figure it out. My brain just went I just lost all train of thought. Jesus Christ. Like, but if I take this, divide by 5, add pi. Wait a minute. This could be delicious. Okay, so we have a good plan here. Yeah, I think it was time for me to take up care. I just have not been able to. I don't know about you, man, but this last year, my resources went into all the new stuff, and it was just relentless. We started with Bo, and then it went right into all the stuff for the raid. The raid led into the next thing, which was getting Great Mothers. And since I got Great Mothers into Balin, I finished up Night Sisters, and then I got Balin. It's a bunch of Relic 8 and 9s and all that stuff, right? And then right into Ahsoka, I'm like, I didn't have any wiggle room to go back and do what we're doing right now, like what we're doing with Kira. Like, it's too much, man, unless you're going to spend a fortune. And I don't mind spending here and there and getting the new characters and stuff like that and just farming regularly for gear. But holy God, it's just too much, man. I did so many Relic.
I think it is a lot of pressure, like on free to play and, like Dolphin spenders. For whales, what really surprises me is when whales and Krakens are dissatisfied with this new system. Like, they see the release cadence and they're thinking, this is just too much money. Like, I've actually seen a few whales quit for actually that reason, thinking that this is just too much money. And I'm sitting there thinking, realistically, it's like $150 to 7-star a character these days in the new system.
That's if you have no resources whatsoever, starting off with, right?
That's straight up just buying it. Like, and for comparison, prior to this new system that they started doing for marquee characters, it was at minimum, if your luck was favorable. Like, and I'm saying, like, not extraordinary lucky, like getting a 330 pull. I'm saying if you had reasonable average luck, you were looking at a minimum of 300, between 300 and 400, just to get the shards. And then that's all you got was the character at 7 stars. You didn't get any Omicron mats. You didn't get any other resources or materials or anything to reimburse you along the way. There was no repeatable event. You just got the shards, and it was your privilege to pay up to $400 to do so. Then you got to gear them.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here thinking, for anybody that was used to spending, even not for every character, but even for some characters, at that kind of price point, this is just a giveaway, right? You're, for what used to cost you for one character, you're basically getting between 2 and 3
easily, because that's assuming you have no resources, right? If you're a veteran player like we are, you have crystals and gear and things of that nature, so you're not spending most times on that. Card text can be a problem, right? But if you're patient with it, you can be okay. But it's $30 for each new character for the 30 shards, right? And then if you get the pass, and you should only get the $20 pass. Do not get the $40 kids.
True.
You get all the rewards. You get the 20 shards of each of the new characters in each of the episodes. That's 50 right there. That pops you like near 5 stars. If you spend, say, like I did for Hunter, you do the 5,000 crystal pool, do the event. Mine's 15 out of 100. That's and I spent $50, and he's sitting there, and I can finish him when I want to. But like with Batcher and Omega, I already had all the crystals saved up from doing GAC and all the events and everything like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll pop the Big 10 one and see what I get. And it was just get him to 6 stars, do the event for the week, get him to 7 stars. They had the gear and stuff. So yeah, I think it's substantially better than it was before. It really, I'm with you, man. If you're a Kraken, I don't know why this new system would not even be better for you. I mean, you're saving money. I don't get it.
On the other hand, though, yeah, for everybody that's a relatively light spender, now you really are putting the heat on, right? Because all these new characters, all these new teams have kits that are, novels long. They're very obvious power creep. You are not meant to ignore them long term.
No.
So, yeah.
What do we think they're going to do with Bad Batch? There's no legendary associated with it. I mean, my thought on the Bad Batch is they're just a good team that they're throwing in the game as a placeholder until they get into the stuff that they always do, heading into May the 4th and summertime into fall with whatever big legendaries, like they've already announced legendary and other stuff coming down the pipe for the last 3 quarters of the year. But typically, the first part of the year is always slow. Nothing. I mean, we had Bo. I think Bo. Yeah, 2023 into 2024 was Bo. But there was a kind of a pause until we got the big announcement on the raid and stuff. And then this year was Jocasta New and whatever the Jedi Vanguard stuff is going to be. Good Lord. I have no idea where they're going with this. I'm trying to think of what characters are going to go for this. And I'm just scratching my head. But I think Bad Batch is just a placeholder. I don't know how you feel about the Bad Batch. I think they're great, really good team. Don't get me wrong. I like their kits, but it's like, do I go hard for these or I just save it for this legendary, which I know is going to be some stupid amount of relics and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're not going to wail for it, then just put it, fairly high on your to-do list. If you're working on a GL, obviously get a GL done. You're working on like one of the main fleet ships, get that done. But otherwise, going after the new team and farming that up when it becomes available is probably going to be rewarding. As far as like what is it going to lead to, I don't know. I don't really think about that. I'm not even trying to forecast what the rest of the kit's going to do, because we still only have 3 characters out of this team now, right?
Yeah.
So 2 to go. And there's 2 books worth of kit there. So this team, you've already got like an auto delete. You've got the ability to mark at will and get around taunts. Like there's some really dangerous mechanics built into this team that make me think it's going to be serious regardless. But when all's said and done, if it isn't crazy immediately straight out the gate, you and I both know that the bespoke datacron for it's going to make it cracked.
Yeah.
For a time. Just like Gungans. Gungans are still great, right? People are using it to counter Balin. Still a fine enough defense. But, it's nowhere near the threat it was when the Gungan Kron was new.
Oh, God, no. Great Mothers are the same way. Still good.
Exactly.
They're really good on offense, but they're nowhere what they were, like they were on defense and stuff.
Yeah.
Antho says the Jedi Cal Kessis grind is slowly coming along. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's an important character. Ouchie had to go. Goodbye, Ouchie. I will see you tonight for some Baldur's Gate 3 with me and the lovely Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf. So yeah, you got me and you got tasks. If you have any questions you want to pose to us about datacrons, anything right now. I'm still wondering what are they going with this Jedi Vanguard stuff? I mean, I saw what they did, and the Casa New is the one that's throwing me off. And my thinking on this is, we did have Tales of the Jedi, their test that came out last year, and just looking at what they pull from shows. Do you think we're getting like young Dooku, young Qui-Gon, that kind of?
I do. I do.
As the way that they're going, because that's what it's my immediate thought was to that, but I'm like, the back of my brain is like, could there be something else that I'm just not seeing here? But I'm like, if we follow their pattern of what Capital Games will use, I kind of see that as the way that they're going. And then I was like, we could get Yaddle from that because she was in that series, and that could be kind of cool. I was trying to think of any other characters, because if it's going to be a legendary and 4 others, Jocasta Nu and the 3 other Jedi. So if the legend, who do you think will be the legendary? It's got to be Dooku, right?
I would think it's Dooku. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm also expecting. Now here's the thing: the Jocasta Nu that I know is only the one from like the movie.
Right.
Okay. There's this Jocasta Nu is inspired by a comic book, which I have not read. So I have no idea who her cohort is, and whoever you see her running around with in the comic book is absolutely fair game to be added. But if they're using this as a general opportunity to add, like Tales of the Jedi, Galactic Republic Jedi, and just tagging it as Jedi Vanguard, so they don't have to worry about cluttering the Galactic Republic faction and breaking the game with it. Okay, fine, that's okay. I think we would all be pretty happy getting light side Dooku, whichever way we can get it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, in the comic, it's actually a really good. It's part of the Vader comic and story. It's actually pretty cool. She steals the information for where all the Force users are the Jedi Temple has, and creates the new archive. And she has some random Jedi that's helping her, right? But then she goes back there to get some more information, faces Vader. Vader captures her. And in a twist, do you want spoilers, or do you want to go read this? I'll give you the spoiler.
I'm sure I'll find this comic book and read it at some point, but I'm not sweating it.
Okay. The Vader captures her, but he lies and stuff and protects the information because he didn't want that Palpatine getting his little grubby paws on that information. So it's actually a really cool read in the Vader comic. I did not expect it, and I had to think about who she was when I was in the comic. Like, hey, wait, is that the librarian?
Yeah.
Like, when did she start kicking people's asses? What the hell is going on here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. Like, you would expect any Jedi, regardless of what they actually do, to be serviceable with a lightsaber. Fine. But the way that this character is appearing to me, and from what little I've seen of like snippets from the comic book, she's like an adventurous-y, like ass-kicky old lady out there, and I'm down with it. I just don't know this character. I don't know the character at all, so I have no idea what to expect.
Think kind of like Yoda. He's always walking around with the cane and stuff, and old, right? He looks old, he acts old, that kind of stuff. But as soon as it's time, he taps into the Force, and then he's flippity, game on. And so that's what's going on. We got someone needing our help. Tell John, I can't. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Hello, it says good evening. I'm an early game player, 1.4 million GP, and I find it hard to gear characters up from like 10 to 13. Any tips, feedback? It's going to be hard. Early game, your best bet is I always tell this to folks. It's just, what are you working on? You need to be hyper focused in early. You need to have one team you're working on, a group of 5 that you're working on, and that limits the crunch so much. As if you're trying to just do the whole board characters that just in general, you're always going to fear the gear crunch until you hit the point of saturation, we like to call it here. But let's say you pick a path. I'm just going to throw a team out there. Let's say you want to do, I don't know, early game. You want to pick the Geonosians. Well, you pick the 5 Geonosians, and then that's the only characters you work on toward gear and stuff like that. Now, older characters will be a little bit easier to gear than some of the newer stuff that came out because you're not dealing with Chirotechs. Chirotechs are a big gate to players such as yourself if you're trying to go for new things. But I think if you stay focused on one team at a time, which we always try to get people to see here. Even at our level, me and Task, when we are doing stuff in game, we focus on very specific things at a time because you can only focus on so much. It's a game of resource management, and it's a game of long-term, not short-term. So if you're trying to do more than one team, you're going to feel the gear crunch. And then be aware that if you're going for something newer, say like you wanted, I don't know, what would be a good newer team. Say you're working on the new Bad Batch. Well, you're going to run into some chirotechs. Like you love Bad Batch and you want to do them. Well, it's going to be a little bit trickier to get them up quicker than say the Geonosians because there's the new gear piece, the chirotechs, that you can only get. There's certain events and stuff, and their nodes, and the drop rate on those is they're so bad. They're so bad. But any tips for this fine 1.4 million GP person here, their tasks?
I don't know how well 1.4 million can participate in guild raids and stuff like that. But if you're in a starter guild, try and find yourself a guild with, similarly sized accounts.
Yeah.
There's any number of Discord communities for getting somebody that's really early in the game into an actual guild. Because the main reason for the guilds is the rewards. There's just entire categories of rewards that you can earn only by being in a guild. So get there and do all that stuff. As far as having gear for characters, I mean, I remember, the advice that I have is from 2 revamps of the game ago, right? Like, it's been a long time since I dealt with early game stuff like this, but when I wasn't needing to farm up shards with my ship energy, I would use that to farm up gear. Just what would come naturally. I wouldn't spend refreshes on it if I could avoid it. But otherwise, yeah, just get into a guild because that's a ton of gear, ton of resources for completing raids, things of the kind. Yeah. TB.
Verdoom says, "Is there?" And first time chat, welcome. Says, "Is there an early game team worth going for to help someone like non-kill to get into a guild pumping out more Cairo?" Early game team to help? Not really.
Yeah, I couldn't be the one to answer that because I don't know what an early game guild would be looking for you to have.
It's going to early game guilds are they're all over the map on what they're looking for. Some just don't care, right? They'll just take anybody with GP because they just want the GP. Some are looking for specific things because what are they focused on? Do they want to become a raid guild in more PvE side with TB and raid, or do they want to be more PvP side with TW and GAC? And that's really going to focus where they go with, if they're proactive saying what they want you to farm for. So that will dictate your roster and what they're looking for. Typically guilds under 2 million GP, they're looking for 2 solid teams like a CLS or something along those lines that show that you're on the path toward higher goals. Or they're looking that you've gotten something early, like your early farm was either an SLKR or C into Executor, something heavy that they can take advantage of that you can use in some of their events and stuff, is typically what newer guilds are looking for. But the vast majority of new guilds they're new. So they don't have like, a lot of times new guilds form and they're just like, hey, we love the game, let's play, and blah, blah, blah. It's not till later on when you get to like 5, 6, 7, 8 million GP that those guilds start going, all right, we got to get a little focus here. What do we want to be? What do we want to focus in on? So yeah, I'll look at your thing here. He wants me to look at his roster. But yeah, they're looking for 2 things that you focused on, either 2 paths, either 2 really good teams, or they're looking at you've gone heavy into one of the GLs is typically what I see. All right. So you're all over the map here. The good thing is you have been working on your GL. So that's a good starting team. They get you some ships, a fleet. That's kind of really good. You have a Relic 7 Vader and a Relic 7 Boba Fett and a boss. All right, let's put Vader to the side here for a second there, John. Go to your bounty hunters. Are you looking to do bounty hunters in the beginning? I'm okay if you are. Bosk, Boba Fett, Mando, Grief. One other Zam would be good. Only Zam's not done yet. But one of these, an additional one. You can add Boba Fett to that, so that gives you your bounty hunter team. So okay, we do Geonosians and we do bounty hunters. And it looks like you have CLS, but look at the rebels. Ways away from Chupio, but you do have Chewbacca, which is really be a while before you get Han. So let's put rebels on the back burner until you can get to a guild that's waiting for Han, or you can get him up and running. And I like the bounty hunter play that gets you into an early bounty hunter fleet that you can use. Geonosians is pretty good. All right, so you got those two teams you can round out. Your Geonosians and your bounty hunter, which I'm cool with. I'm just trying to think of where you should go for light side, because you have CLS, but Han's a raid character. Now you can get him in other ways, but you're not in a position to do that. You do have Anakin, Padme, Kenobi. You could, and Grandmaster Yoda, so you can round out a GR team. That could be your first light side team. And Snip. So you've got Padme, Kenobi, Snips, Anakin, Grandmaster Yoda, so that could be your light side team. Let's put CLS on the back burner. You're doing Jedi Knight Revan at the moment. Okay, so Jedi Knight Revan will be your really hard pipe hitting light side team. Your dark side team will be the Geonosians, and you're also working on bounty hunters. No, it's fine. I'm okay with this. Have three teams up and running with the CLS in the background. Once you get Han to really get that team up and running, you'll need Chupio, but he's only 2-3 stars. You just got him, so get you into some executor action early on with the bounty hunters, with the characters you're farming, and I like that. I like that you have a light side team somewhat formed here. It's Galactic Republic, which is really good, and you have Geonosians for fleet and for another dark side team. No, I think your farming plan is pretty good. I mean, nothing here is wrong. You just have to pick each of these one at a time. If you're trying to do all these three teams at the same time, John, you're going to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You got to pick one and just do it. If you're going to do bounty hunters, then get all the bounty hunters relic and where you need them, and then put them to the wayside and then go to either Geonosians, or if you need a light side team, round out your Galactic Republic team and get that one done up and running. You got to go one team at a time, because if you just cannot, you're going to lose your mind if you don't. So yeah, you're doing Jedi Revan. Yeah, let's focus you in. So round out your bounty hunters, round out your light side team. Geonosians are fine at your level at gear 12, and then you can go back and round them out. And then after that, we can kind of steer you probably toward a CLS, something along those lines. But I think your farming plan is pretty good. I don't see anything here. It's just, you seem overwhelmed because you got all three of these teams going on. You're like, well, what do I do? No, just pick one. And then you'll notice that the gear crunch doesn't seem as bad, and the resource crunch doesn't seem as bad, because you don't care about the rest of the stuff. You're just focusing in on one at a time, and then it helps you get those done faster. You're not spending your resources. So that makes sense. Striker, I didn't say hi to you. But yeah, and then once you get those up and running, you can find a good guild. If you get a starter guild, just get into a starter guild. And then once you start rounding out some stuff, then you can get into another guild. It says, yes, it does. Thank you very much. You are welcome. But even me and Tass, we just talked about it. He's working on mods. I'm sitting here working on mods and other stuff, but we're hyper focused. It's like I pick a character like, okay, Kara, bam, let's work on her gear. Done. And I'll leave her up here until I take her to Relic 5. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to build my resources a little bit more, because signal data. Oh God, Tass, I've been up CG's ass for this forever. Do you think one day they'll listen to us and give us other ways of getting better, more signal data? Because this just is getting out of control, brother. We need more signal data.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I feel like there are still times when there are pain points, but in general, I don't feel at the rate at which I get this stuff from events and the like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm getting too little out of them. I would say that just general advice, especially for early game players, leveling up the characters. Let's see, what's the best order I could give this? First of all, you should be following a content creator that specializes in this area of the game. I don't know all of them. I know that one of them that's just really very dedicated and so meticulous about going step by step with it is Darth Loquitur. So
Yes.
find somebody that's giving you that vision of here's kind of what we're trying to do in the early game. By the time you start digging into your first guild that's doing TW, or by the time you're ready to join Grand Arena, we're looking for you to have XYZ characters, or teams rather, stuff like that. And outside of that, you would want to be looking to max out teams, ships, whatever, that help you secure your resource incomes. So, fleets, do your fleet grind every day so that you can get your crystals there. Any of the event stuff, like your Duel of the Fates. So, obviously, early game, this is very far off for you, but just thinking in terms of, all of the different events that come. You got Duel of the Fates with Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan. You've got the Bounty Hunters event, the Empire event, the Sith event, the Night Sisters event. What is it? There's an Ewoks event. Like all these. Not saying that Ewoks should be a high priority for you though, or anybody else really. But that being said, is that there's all these events though that come regularly, and for any of them that give signal data, Omicron materials, high relic materials, stuff like that, you would be well served in getting those characters as close to maxed out as you can so they can start paying you back.
Hey, Captain Mateus says, Tasnick said I should come watch your stream, and I've been meaning to anyway, so here I am. Well, we're glad to have you, Captain Mateus. Welcome to the stream. It's a Taco Tuesday. Yay! Lost Swamp Rat says, now, Ranger, are you good at tongue twisters? As if you are, I have a good one for you. No, thank you. Please. Taco Tuesday. What are you doing? What are you doing, Lost Swamp Rat? What the hell? Well, no. No! Damn it. He's going to put it in there. But good to have you, Captain Mateus. Yeah, Scribe has started a new free-to-play. That's true. Striker. Calvin does a lot of stuff on that. I mean, different content creators will focus on different stuff and different things. They have alt accounts that they do and things of that nature. So I will caution you. Never take anything as religious word. What you want to do with content creators is listen to them, get pieces from here, pieces from there, get information, and then just kind of learn and get into your own groove in the game, right? Because I always say this, Task, it's a game. I know there's early game teams that people say for, but if you really love Belle Mandalore and that's your favorite character in Star Wars and that's why you joined the game and you really want her, then go farm straight for her. Have fun, enjoy the process, go get her, because that's the character that makes you the most happy, right? So take that as part of that. It's a game. This is Star Wars. We all have our faction and characters that we really love, and that's okay. Finn's the Ewoks. I feel vomitous saying that, but it is. And it's like I would never tell someone not to go for a faction they love or characters they want, especially if they're first joining. So take that. Darth Cliff says, I know Tath puts a lot of focus on TW. What good resources content creators focus on TW? God, do any of us focus on TW anymore, their task? Do you still? I didn't know you did that.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Darth Cliff says, what's a good resource content creator that focuses mainly on TW? Ooh.
I don't know. First of all, TW isn't something I'm terribly interested in. As far as like, I wouldn't watch a content creator for it. Let's say it like that. Like I am in like the top TW guild in the world, and it's a great privilege to be there, and they do so much work, so I don't have to, because I just show up and follow instructions and the rest takes care of itself, right? So I wouldn't watch that. But that said, I think it'd be the top TW guilds as a collection are called the Gauntlet.
Yes.
And getting insight into what Gauntlet guilds are doing as far as what's TW meta it's pretty mum. You know, they all compete with each other, and they don't want they want to keep whatever little edge, whatever little advantage they have for as long as they can. So I don't know. I don't know that there is such a thing, and if there is such a thing, I wonder how current advice they could really give, because surely, if they're in any type of competitive guild, their leadership would put the kibosh on it and say, hey, you know, we found these new counters, don't talk about them, don't use them, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of use TW is one of those things like could I be in one of those guilds? I've been in one of those guilds before. No, thank you. For me, TW is just another event. You know, I've done stuff for the guild in TW, and our philosophy is if you join TW, you're fully committed. If not, then bother. And I do take it somewhat seriously, but it's a kind of it's the same old thing. Now, Tasnix is 1,000% correct. Those guilds at the top, that is a content creator that would have all the latest strats and theory gaming and everything like that. They don't want that out there. They don't want their TW being strained. They don't want their defenses being shown, all that stuff, right? They don't even want after the fact stuff being put out there, right? Like, this is what the TW battle was and blah, 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 blah. It's like, So you're not going to find someone that really does that. TW guilds are more introverted. If you're in one, then you'll have channels that are in those, like my alliance, the Mall MC Alliance, that have dedicated channels for that you talk to and learn TW strats and things they want in those. But yeah, I don't think you can find a content creator like that. All right. Oh man, that was a good question. I hadn't even thought about that, because TW, man, it's just like, okay, I set my teams. I go in and do offense, and then that's it. If we win, great. If not, then I'm not stressed about it. Yeah, the rewards could be a little bit better. All right. Good to have everybody here. You got me and the court jester of Swgoh, Mr. Tasnix, who's very kind to join us today. Hanging out. He just had some sausage and stuff, and he's chilling out with us today. We'll go for a little while longer here. And then I'm going to take a break. Tass is going to take a break. I don't know. Tass, do you have any other streams planned for today, my friend?
I don't know. I might do, sometimes in the mornings I'll do like a coffee and chill. I might do something like that here during this off week. As far as tonight, though, no, maybe something very late, but at least for a little while I'm going to be busy because I've got to record Plotting and Scheming tonight.
Oh. Yes, good. So if you have any questions you want to ask me or Tass, feel free. We'll go a little while longer here. And you may ask us anything you like. Katniss says, TW is fun if you want to fight 50 of the same team back to back. Well, you only have to fight it once because you're relying on the other guild to jump in and do the same fight. I mean, you kind of see the same stuff on defense and stuff. It's like... Oh, look, array wall. Oh, look, a Java wall. Oh, look, it's the Inquisitors. Oh, no. If two wrongs don't make a right, says Neo Venom, what do two rights make? An airplane. All right. Going to put him out there.
I appreciate you for doing that. That's a public service.
You know, after 9.5 years of this dad joke horse shit, I've had enough, man. Yeah. Hang him! He's been hung.
That's right. He has a right to free speech, and you don't have to appreciate him for the experience.
I don't know. And now I will alive him. He's back. You put some crap like that on that's not Wednesdays. Wednesdays, kids, is when I allow dad jokes. And that's only during the lunch stream. I'm sorry. 9.5 years of relentless dad jokes. So don't be that guy. I will hang you. I will time you out. Neo Venom. We go back many, many, many years. I love Neo Venom. Didn't want to hang him. Felt it was necessary and important that I did. So there you go. Oh God. Yes, it's been. It's a never-ending grind on that. Ugh. Oh, I meant to get the punishing one. Oh well. More energy. What can your wife give you? Okay. Okay, he's back at it. I'm just going to time him out again. He's been hung properly from the rafters. Now I will alive him, for I am king and I can do these things. I can take life and I can grant life. Alright, if we can get past the nonsense of all the stupid dad jokes that are supposed to be tomorrow, I'm going to cut your privileges, Neovenom. Captain Tay says, if you're going to stay live for a little while, I'm going to get a roster. I don't know what your process for them. Just throw your ally code in and I'll look at it. Easy process. On Taco Tuesdays, we eat tacos, we answer your questions, and we look at people's... That's what we do. All right, Captain Mateus, let's see. Mateus has it. What are your stats? 11.15 million. Okay. He does have the newest Swgoh. Good. Has Ezra. Good. Dark Ray. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 GLs. Alright, so we're missing Ray. Old Man Milk Drinker. And Lord Schmader. What else are we missing? Oh, C. Okay. I've sorted this by a C test. Let's see what he's got on his SLKR. I just like to do a quick check. 578. Good. Good potency. Good health. His health's okay, but he's relic 9. The health a little low. Damage is fine, but only 123,000 health at relic 9. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's a bit low.
You might want to go a little more healthy, like on this.
Ooh.
Circle health primary might help you.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that should be adjusted.
We need some more health on him. But other than the speed and everything else is fine, just need some more health. I always like to look at JML because when people ask me to look at that, okay, great job. Protection. Speed, fantastic. Potency, 82.68%. This will not do. I need you to change out this arrow for a potency arrow. You can have protection in the secondary. You can lose some protection on this. Because the magic number you want to hit here for him is at least 90%. Why is Ranger saying this? Well, there's this thing called E-Flux that JML likes to do, and if you don't have any potency, and it's not good, then you might as well just not bother. If you're not landing ability blocks and stuff, what's the point? Outside of that, yes, so change that cross, and then Ahsoka, how you got her going? All defense, okay. Then your next fastest character is Gideon of the Moth, who is 368. I like it. Okay, speed order looks pretty good here. Looks pretty beefy. Yeah. Good. Just spot checking some stuff here, Captain Mateus. Okay. Working. It looks like you are working toward a Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gonus, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's team. Is that what you're trying to get those guys up and running? Which I have no problem with. They're actually a really good team, and oh, those rewards from that event coming around the corner are fantastic. All those crystals and credits and data and breakfast cereals. It's pretty delicious. See, I've been doing this for Doom. Well, I guess I can look at your stuff too. I don't know. It's up to Task if he wants me to do it. I think he'll.
What? Yeah, it's your show. I'm doing what you're doing.
I know. So he's working on Queen Amidala. Looks pretty good. I don't have any problems with this. Speed order looks pretty good. There's some spot mods. I just did some spot checking here. Ooh. Let me go to ships. I just noticed something. Oh, that looks pretty good. But his bounty hunter team... Okay, it's just Grief I saw. Okay. I got nerves for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Why is Grief not up and running? It's just... Okay. It's really sad. The bounty hunter team, one of my favorite teams because of Fennec. Back in the day, I used to love using that all the time. It's just, oh, so tragically. Ugh. All right, so he has Leviathan, he has Executor, he's got Profundity, he's finishing up Leviathan. Ships look good. So we're going to do Queen Amidala. Get that up and running. What are you looking to do next? I mean, you've kind of got options here. Do you have Ben? You do have Ben solo, so you could go in. Ray might be your next GL after you get Queen Amidala and the boys up. Is that where you're kind of leaning to? Because you've got Ben just sitting there. I called it again. Man, I am a goddamn genius, Tass. He says, I bought the Ray Lights also look after for this Queen Amidala. My work here is done. Tass, you may offer any insight if you would like, please. You know, so if you have any.
Yeah, I pulled up his account on Swgoh.gg and I just sorted out his mod collection.
Sure.
It's got some really good mods. You should take a look at your, non-5 slice speed mods here, because you have quite a few that are sitting on, 4 speed, 19, 20, 21 that you can either upgrade to that final tier or calibrate. Not all of them are worth it. Like, I can see you stopped on some mods that, it didn't hit the full speed and the rest of the stats are kind of just a mix. But you can grow a good number of these mods. I don't, at just a cursory glance, see a lot of defense or tenacity. So you might consider that. The higher you go, when you have a need for those, you need them immediately, and it's going to suck. Like, if you need to do a full tenacity set on somebody and you don't have the type of mods available for that, there's no substitute for full tenacity when it's required on somebody.
Yeah.
So consider that. And also, if you have a lot of health sets like I do, so if you've been using health as your default 2-piece for years, I've been saying this now for a couple seasons, and I think this is kind of the default for me. Unless there's a big synergy on the character for added health, I think the default 2-piece for me for most characters, I'm going to try to transition over to defense. Especially for characters that I would actually be setting on defense. So that's something I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I actually did that a long time ago, like with Leia, Ahsoka, characters like that, if you look at my characters. Now, sometimes you want health. There are characters you want health, and plenty of it. Padme, Grievous come to mind, a few others. And then there's some, like, you definitely want that tenacity and or defense. Tass is 1,000%. So yeah, hope that helps you out there, Captain Mateus. I like your farming plan. Looks like you got the fleets up and running. Finish up Leviathan. Yeah, looks pretty good, man. Work on those mods. Tass is never wrong about madding. All right, we're going to get to Verdum next. Let's see here. Oh, hey, G-Dub. Oh, hey there, Bodge. Says Happy Taco Tuesday. Been busy getting ready to move this Friday and work, but hope you're doing well. We're doing great. Oh, it's good to see you, G-Dub, as always. We'll be doing some Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. You can join us. We're gonna have Ouchie and Desi, and we're doing Desi's campaign. It's gonna be fantastic. Those two ladies just get into all kinds of it's a lot. I don't want to talk about it. All right, we're working. We're going a little while longer here. I mean, we're just chilling. I lost Verdum stuff. There he is. Where's Verdum? Want me to look at something real quick there? G-Dub, I sure can there, eh? All right, Verdum says, got time for one more. All right, let's take a look at Verdum here on the tracker. All right, so Verdum is 10.7, has Jabba, Leia, GMK, Rey, SLKR, oh, wow, okay. Got Swevin. Swevin. We're going to go over some of your modding here. All right. Let's see. Jim K is your fastest. Interesting. 561. Ooh. Definitely need to work on getting a little bit higher speed. Still playable, still doable. But yeah, SLK being low. Do you go offense? You did go offense. He's got the old modding that I used to do. What's the date? Okay, this is not going to work. Okay, there's two ways you got to look at SLKR. There's two routes that people have gone with them. I've done both. I don't know if Taz has, but I've done this in the past. If you're going to go full offense with him and help, great, but you need the damage number. Mine used to be like 16,000 offense. So when he poked and reached out and touched somebody, they felt it, but you sacrifice speed. I think those days are over, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the times you're facing, say, a Jabba or Leia or those teams that you use SLKR for, you really need SLKR to go first. Because if you're not poking Drogon or you're not doing his thing first, it really puts the hamper on you. I know Darkside Ray helps a little bit, but yeah, I went away from this modding a long time ago. I definitely went heavier on the health, very fast, get the poke, that kind of stuff. So, because I took a 6-month break and just came back last month. Long time task follower, working on Bo, Afra, and Balin. Okay, those are really good choices. Let's pick one. Let's go look at your stuff and we'll pick one. But yeah. You just missed all that. For the love of Christ, can someone get Verdum a goddamn sub here? Jesus. Oh, I have to repeat everything I just said, Tass. Oh, God.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, so what I was saying, we're looking at your SLKR. This is an old style modding, and you said you just came back. We need to change him to speed set. You want around 140,000 roughly health on him, or better. Yours was Relic 7, so you definitely go Relic 9 on him. Around 11.5, 12k health, and you want his speed really, really high because you want to be going first with SLKR. He's a very fast character that you want fast to take advantage of Leia teams and Jabba teams, things of that nature. So we need to rethink our mod on this. This is the old style modding, and your modding on this will not work because, as I was saying previously, I had mine like 15, almost 16k damage with the same speed and more health. So we need to rethink SLKR. JMK is a little too slow. 561, you need him faster because, again, if you get outsped by a Leia or a Jabba or something along that line, around 570, just need 10 more speed. Just work it a little bit. All right, the moment of troop test, JML. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Another JL that we need to rethink here.
What relic level is this?
8. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at those primaries.
Yeah, I'll put them back up again.
Well, I mean, let's look at the actual mods though themselves. Okay. Curious about that.
Protection on the arrow, I like it. That's fine, right? 22 speed, health set, protection. Okay. Triangular is protection. What am I missing here? Health, speed, defense, flat stats, but it's got some health on it. Arrow, protection. A lot of flat stats here. Why is your protection so low?
Because of the lack of secondaries. Let's look at the other mods. Yeah, this is drastic. What's on the circle?
The circle is protection primary, but
it's for protection?
Yeah. No protection in the secondary and the diamond.
Right.
Good. I like the square. 18 speed. It's got potency and protect. The square. Yeah, the square we want to keep.
Yeah. I would slice away that flat offense, try and get that slice of speed. So yeah, so there's very little protection on the secondaries, but I mean this is very specific advice about one character. I mean you could go one by one and look at a lot of characters on your roster, but in the particular case of JML, that you're only 110,000 protection at Relic 8. I mean, you get a big throughput going to Relic 9. Try and get this boy to 9 as soon as you reasonably can.
I think it's like 13,000 protection, so it'd be roughly it's a good sized chunk, but it's still.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just if you looked at the diamond and the square, we're probably not the square has protection on it, but you weren't looking at a lot of protection on these mods otherwise, so it adds up.
Yeah. All right. So if we can get a better diamond with some protection, good speed and stuff, that'll be fine. You're gonna have to go. I'm trying to think of how he's gonna do this to hit that potency.
Well, what occurs to me when I'm surveying your mods, Vero, is you have mods on a lot of characters for the set type that you should have. But the stats on them are poor. And you have a lot of mods that are over 6 dot that I probably would not have taken up to 6 dot. So what that means is that in the short term, you got the hole plugged, right? You had these characters, you wanted to use these characters, so you had to put something on them, and you've done that. And now I'm not saying now is the time, but the time will come when you're going to start climbing up to a point in Grand Arena where everybody you're fighting has the same relics, the same teams, everything that you've got, but they've got better mods, pound for pound. So you might go back and start looking at some of your best characters and start working your way down. Not a bad idea to even start with JML, but the idea would be start replacing these mods that have, like that prod arrow on your JML is speed, flat defense, flat offense, and crit chance. Really, the speed's the only thing worth a lot. The flat defense is actually okay because when you're not stacking defense on a character, flat defense will add more survivability than percent. Just as a general rule. But even then, this is kind of just poor aside from the speed, right? So that's what I'm talking about is start looking at some of your top characters and thinking about how and when you might refine them. And what I mean by that is, like, you're already planning on farming speed mods. Okay, look for speed mods that have the same speed, like what you're looking for on that character. Like you're trying to replace a mod on JML, right? So find something that has the same speed as the slot, but then look for those other desirable secondaries, like percent protection, flat protection, potency. These are the biggest things for him. And start looking at that, because all of these mods that are of good speed but lesser quality otherwise, you can push them down your roster as time goes on. You're going to be making your lesser teams more cracked by giving them these hand-me-down mods that used to be on your GLs but no longer qualify when you farm their replacements. So think about that. The protection number you're looking for, Vero, I don't know what to tell you at Relic 8, but at Relic 9, a common number that I'm seeing is like 157 to 160, 155 to 160.
Yeah.
So if you know how to do it on the C3PO bot to compare yourself to what you would be at Relic 9, you can kind of extrapolate from there.
Yeah, and I would say so you can get a good idea of what you're looking for. Look at my account. Look on Swgoh.gg, look at Tassanic's account. It really does help to look at how people have certain things modded so you can get an idea of what they're doing with their characters and their mods so that they're getting the most bang for their buck. And there'll be difference in modding for sure with some of the characters, but it gives you an idea of what you're trying to do. And then you can ask us, so you got your layer one way, he's got his another way, what are you doing? And we can explain and you can pick one. But typically the GLs are pretty straightforward. Kenobi speed, JML has his certain stats, but there's certain stats on these GLs that you're looking for, that you're trying to get the most effectiveness out of it, right? So yeah, we need to, if you took a break, Like, I'm looking at your C. He's Relic 7, but he's only 176,248.
Gotta get that boy pumped up. Gotta pump up the jam.
And you know why? Because I'm looking at your protection, your circle, and it's protection primary. This should be health.
That is true too. Yeah, you know, to Ranger's last point, you might hesitate if you're a lower level player to look up like a high end roster because it's like, oh my god, I have none of these mods. I can't do any of this. It's like, well, that's not the point. The point, at least, you know, if you're early on and you can't actually, you know, mimic what a high end account is doing, you can at least get the right shape in your mind for what those mods should look like. Oh, okay, for my JML, I want to have 4 protection primaries or 3 protection primaries and a potency primary cross. Ideally, speed and potency sets. But if you could get crazy, you know, potency secondaries from some other 2-piece set type, you might have a little more latitude there. That could be a 2-piece of defense. That could be a 2-piece of health. But the point is, it's like you'll see the character and think, okay, so I'm looking for this guy to have tons of protection, about 100% potency, looks like somewhere around 550 to 570 speed. Like that's at the high end. I can bring it down to wherever I'm at and be a little slower, but you're getting a sense of the proportion. You're getting a sense of the right primaries. It's not a bad way to go just to get your broad strokes about what a character should have on a high level.
So yeah, ships look good. You're finishing up Profundity. I like your farming plan. You said you were going for Bo, Afra, and Balin. Well, let's pick one. Those are some big ones to be going for. You're a ways away from Balin. Let's look at Bo. Oh yeah, you're definitely go get Bo. And then what was the other one? Afra. Yeah. Scoundrels, where are you with those? Anyways, away. So yeah, go get Bo. If you want to get Afra, you can. I'd probably you're going to need a shit ton of resources for Balin. So you may want to work toward getting those resources. That's some high relicing you're going to need for not only Bo, but for Balin. I would go Bo. Long term, if you're gonna go get Balin, then you're gonna need high relics to get the character. I think it's all relic 7 Taz, if I'm not mistaken. And then you want him at 9 because he's a tank, to get the most bang for your buck with him. And then the Afra's an afterthought. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Dr. Afra, but she's one of those legendaries. I'm like, if you can get her, great. But she's nice to have, not needed. So Bo is amazing. So is Balin. I'd focus on those 2 things.
Yeah. I would agree because both of those kits have a lot more of the strength of the team in the kit. Yeah. Whereas Afra has a pretty neat kit, but you need to have those characters in very good mods to get the most of them. Whereas, yeah, Balin and BKM can do quite a lot in average mods.
Sheik, first time chat says, I would like to point out my record has more prot. You definitely need more. Which record? Good to see you, Sheik. Mine? I'm sure it is. I do another.
Do you say it's Sheik or Shake? Because on my stream I call you Shake.
Is it Shake?
I don't know. He's never corrected me, but I guess it's as good a time as any to get it straight.
Yes, tell us how you would like it pronounced, sir. Because I don't want to look like an idiot. I do that plenty of. All right, G-Dub has some questions here. Let's look here real quick just to check on G-Dub because I've always worked with our good friend G-Dub. It's not, well, it is important to have, okay, a good question here. It says, is having more tunes over 300 not as important as it used to be? No, it's still speed kills. But you have to be realistic. Like, it takes a long time to get modding to where you have characters at certain speeds to be most effective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds like a very luxurious, like end game question. Yes. You know, it's like, I wonder if I should just bring every character as close to 300 as I can. It's like, well, for most of the time that you're playing this game, you're not going to have that kind of luxury. I would say, you know, trying to have the top 80 or so characters in your roster having the right
turn order where it matters, and then having about the highest baseline of speed that you can get across that whole roster is more important than being able to point to any particular character and saying this one's at least 300. Like, a couple of years ago, having your Bastila Fallen up and over 300 speed was just expected. These days, she can comfortably be 280 with a lot more health and potency added to her, or even defense, stuff like that. Thankfully, one of the successes of Datacrons is that it took an emphasis off of speed, because yeah, sure, we'll still have turn meter and stuff like that. We have a couple sets right now with turn meter active. But it's emphasizing all of your non-speed stats a lot more. So there's reason for that. There's good reason to lean more into having mods that have complementary secondaries to the character more than just sheer raw speed, which kind of fits into the last guy we were talking about, his roster. He has good speed on a lot of characters, but the secondaries aren't optimized. So that's something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah. You guys farm mods one at a time, one, two at a time, where you just farm and plug them out where it goes best? No, I go teams. I pick a team. I get the modding to where it is. Now, you're constantly getting mods. You're getting influx with mods. When you start getting to mid-tier, mid-game, end-game, or just beginning to get to end-game, where your roster is starting to get that 6, 7, 8, 9 million GP, you start getting to more events where you're getting, just like today with the Smugglers Run 2 and stuff, as you're opening up these events, you're going to get inundated with mods, right? So I look at mods, I go for the ones that look really good, and if they don't hit the certain stats, I just get rid of them, because I just don't have the space for them. And I've got so many mods that are like between 14 and 18 right now that I can't touch, because I don't have the resources, So what I do is I keep those best mods in my inventory, like you just saw when we were doing Kira. And then when I'm ready to work on a character, I'll pop them. If I'm not doing a specific character, I have a team up and running and I'm working on their mods. That way I don't lose my mind. I'll farm mods, get them as they come in, look at them, keep the ones that are really good, that hit the stats that I'm looking for. If not, then I'm burning them out as quickly as I'm getting them. But then I'm looking at the modding. I'm always checking the store, and I'm always looking at, what do I need for these characters? Okay, this character needs speed, this character needs offense, blah blah blah. And then that's the best way to do it, right? And Tassanic's point of top-down strategy is correct. Start with your GLs, then go to your legendaries, and then your lifters. Those characters are all going to be vital to where you want to start with your modding. GLs, legendaries, lifters, and then take it from there. Everything else is, and then move your mod, and you'll start moving mods from that you had on the GL to another character that needs speed or certain stats, and you'll start moving mods that way. But just stay focused on a tune, one or two tunes at a time, even on a team that you're working on, or you're gonna go crazy. Oh, it never ends. You just heard Taz say he's still working on mods. It doesn't end.
For me, the answer is both. Do I farm mods for one tune at a time, or do I just farm and plug a mod where it goes best? Hold on just a sec. I got a phone call coming in.
That's all right. I'll go into G-Dub stuff here. So, yeah, I like the Gats play, and then you said into Leia? Rebels. Yeah, that's fine. So, Rebels into Leia works fine. And then you said you want me to look at your SLKR and your Java mod. We can do that. I'll point that there, Lodge. Okay, and that one. So, yeah, Java looks good. That's once we get some extra speed, some more health on this. Yes, good, yes. And Supreme Leader Carlo Run. Those are your pack. Relic 7, really good health. Good speed. Damage is a little low, but he's only Relic 7. If you get him to Relic 8 and 9, that's going to bump up into where he needs. Plus that health and other stuff. Yeah, this is fine. Totally fine. Eventually, if you get a mod, get him above 570 speed. That would be the play, but he's more than at your level. That is really good. All right. Verdum says team makes sense. The mod advice to helpful. Thanks, guys. Praise the time and knowledge. Of course. I mean, if Taz is on a call, but you can see what I'm working on here. A lot of this is just modding or characters I've just unlocked. And like I'm working on finishing Darkside Ray. I'd like to do a little work on these two, Captain Enoch and Night Trooper, but like we just did Kira. I got her up and running. Oh, I can slice her some more. Oh, well, hello there. Hello. Let's do a little slicing here. Damn it! Oh. All right. Let's calibrate. Yes, mine. Oh, we can still. We'll wait. That's 22. But we just did her. But you can see I have characters. Some of the in my favorites. Let's go favorites. A lot of this is modding, or like Dengar. I'm going to take him to relic 9. So just as a reminder here, these are newer characters. I just want to round out their modding. But you can see it's a long list here. So, and I had a much longer list, and I've gotten characters that are squared away with their mods. It's like, okay, and as soon as I think they're in a good spot, I get them out of there and then focus on the next batch of stuff. Just down the line, stuff like I need to work on. Whether it's usually in my favorites is either farming, relic level like Kira, mods, or combination of those. But you see, I'm kind of focused in on just really. I don't have much to work on as say per team at the moment. So it's more about just the mods, some relics, round out some stuff for GAC, things of that nature. And your favorite list will look different depending on what you're focusing on. But usually as a newer player, mid-tier player, you're going to have that one powerhouse team you're going for, whether it's a GL, a legendary, like G-Dub's working on Gas 501st. I guarantee you if I was to check his roster and his account that, the 501st would be right there. And he would, like you saw me pull it up when I was looking at it, that this is the way it would be looking. So, good stuff. But it's a never-ending saga with mods, man. It just is. You're constantly, like Tasnik said, and he's 1,000% right. Now, mods, I get a lot of mods that I may not necessarily like. I'll get a tenacity mod that's really good, but it's tenacity, but it's got like 13 speed. I'm not sure where I want to go with it. I can't slice it to 60 to really figure out where I want it. I'll put it. It's a mod I want to keep. It's a mod I want to work on. A lot of times I'll leave those mods in my inventory. Like I know they're there, like offense, tenacity, my defense, offense. These certain mods that I have, like we're constantly getting new characters, and for me, constantly working on the characters I'm working on. That's when I'll pull those mods in. Like, all right, I need. Like we just did for Kira, I need potency and speed. So we filtered, and I looked at all my speed and potency, talked about the secondaries, and then we popped it on her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. When would you prioritize doing I always wait. So typically I save my you're talking about the enhancement with the calibration. Or are you talking about just rolling a mod up? Typically, the way I would look at mods is 2 factors. I don't usually calibrate because normally I'm going for speed first, because a lot of times it's speed for me on a mod. Like I'm trying to get Kira speed up, right? To get her really, and I've got some mods here.
Okay, I'm back.
Then I'll go back in and kind of dink around with certain stats that I'm looking for percentages and stuff if I can, once I've gotten the mod where I want it. But typically when I get a mod, let's say I get a gray mod, I'm going to roll it. If it's a speed mod and it hits speed, okay, good. It's gray. It's got 4 stats. It's got speed. I'm going to keep it. Now, if it's a speed mod that doesn't have speed, I don't care what's got stats, it's going away. Then I'll roll it to green. Okay, what did you hit? Did you hit speed? And if you didn't hit speed, what did you hit? Right? What is the percentage or stat that's on the mod? Now, then this is where I draw the line. If it's a speed mod or certain mods that have not hit certain percentages I'm looking for, or it's like, I'm just giving an example of the speed mod. It's a blue, it's a green mod, it's 5 speed. I need speed on speed mods, and then I roll it and it hits like some kind of flat stat. I'm like, okay, you have limited resources with mods. I typically will get rid of that mod. It's like, no, it didn't go into double digits, or it didn't hit like, say I roll a tenacity mod that's got tenacity in the primary and stuff like that. that I want to keep. I'll keep that even if it doesn't hit speed, because like, okay, like we had one earlier, it was like crit damage that had 9 speed, but it hit crit chance like crazy. I was like, oh my god, yeah, we're keeping that. Or I had another one that was offense and hit 3 stats that were like insanely good. So I'm like, yeah, it's only 9 speed. Typically I would get rid of that, but that's an offense, mod that would really go get some of those parts. Your right side of your mods are the ones where you get the most bang for your buck. The circle, the diamond, and the square are yes, you're limited. But the arrow, the triangle, and the cross is where you make your most bang for your buck. Those primary stats of offense, potency, protection, crit damage that you can only get from the primaries and some of these, and on these right side is where you're really focusing in on, because the square, the diamond, and the circle more about the secondary stats. A lot of times the primary stats on these, if they hit speed, are what you're looking for. There's nothing like having a speed arrow for a speed set. Like I've got quite a few that are 25 to 27, but they're offense or health or protection that really go well with what you're trying to do for a GL or legendary. So you really want to focus on those if you're buying mods out of the store, more so than the square or the diamond or the circle. So there you go. Hopefully that answers your question there. Frick, frack, patty whack, give a dog a bone. So many questions. Hey, Makwa, what's going on? I just saw Makwa pop in. Says hello there. Hello there. Kevin McDonald had a farm EIO from Canada there, eh? He says, great stream day, gents. Ranger joined MC3. Super pumped to be part of the guild. We're glad to have you there, feller. Hey, did you join? Let me look here. Did I not miss that message? I've been spammed. Wait a minute. I must have missed. Sorry, Kevin. I've been up to my... we're helping out all the homies today. So, yeah. Yes, Lost Swamp Rat. We got Kate the Great. Rambam, but we don't like to mention that. Death Helm's in there. There's a lot of consecrators in there. Okay. Makwa. Good to see you, Makwa. Well, welcome to the team there, Kevin McDonald, EIEIO. That's fantastic. All right, we got time for a few more, 1 or 2 more questions at most. We're going to go for a few more minutes.
Might have answered this while I was on my call, but I wanted to answer this. Somebody asked, when would you Frick Frack asks, one of my patrons asks, when would you prioritize doing 6 refreshes on mods per roster size? Man, I mean, as soon as you feel like you can, because here's the idea. It is possible to if you're taking 1 in fleet and getting your crystal income from that, and you're doing the very best you can in Grand Arena, like, for Kyber 1, I'm getting enough of the daily income granted to me from crystals, and then with your daily crystal income besides, I'm able to get 3 Cantina refreshes in, 6 mod refreshes, and I want to say that's it. Like, I don't do any actual refreshes for yellow or ship energy. I think I might even have a little bit of energy left over from just what I said, though. The idea is that completely free to play, I can do 6 refreshes a day on mods. Nobody should be doing less than 3 in any circumstance. Some circumstances where you might be limited to only doing 3 might include, like right now during Conquest, it is entirely possible to get a fully developed roster, like 22 level 9 Datacrons, free to play. It is possible to do that. They won't be all optimized. You know, there's only going to be a couple of them that you might be able to do rerolls on and get them just so free to play. But you can get a broad base of high-level Datacrons by spending 100 crystal through the 100 crystal refreshes. So 6 refreshes on Conquest during Conquest. That is not possible to do while also doing the 6 mod refreshes free to play. You can't do that. But you can move 3 mod refreshes from mods over to Conquest. You know, and that's a worthwhile trade to do while Conquest is running. Oh, yeah. Get the most out of it that you can. Then when it's over, throw those 3 and get your 6 back on mods. but never ever do less than the 350s on mods per day.
Yeah, if you're starting, it's a good. I misunderstood the question there, Frick Frack. I thought you were talking about actual rolling of mods. I went into the whole spiel about like when should you use materials and stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so like about the when you do it, well, the when I would do the 6 is about the free to playness of it, right? I'm not trying to pay crystals out of pocket on a daily basis just for, refreshes, right? So if your daily crystal income only allows you to do 3 Cantina refreshes, your 350s on mods, and then only one 100 crystal refresh while still being free to play, fine. Do that then, and move whatever you need to move accordingly to get what you want out of Conquest, but let it be in proportion to what your daily crystal income is. I wouldn't spend out of pocket crystals every day on mods.
Hell no.
If I were you.
Not on mods. It's too much RNG, and there's too many resources and so much rolling, and you're going to hit a point of saturation where it's like, I hate that message. Your mod inventory space is full. Make room. It's like, oh my god. Oh god. But I want to keep this mod. All right, let's figure this out. So yeah. I don't know how many resources you have available too for slicing. If you have a lot of slicing materials you picked up too, get some mods in your inventory just to see what you get. Now, hopefully the Illuminati's not watching like they do me religiously, and you hit a lot of good stats there for crack because, well, I exist to take all the spotlight off of you guys. So when you guys send me screenshots of your 30 speed secondary mod and make me cry, and I hate you for a moment, that's what it's for. I exist to take the punishment so you don't. So welcome to the program for Knick-Knack Paddywhack. If you guys, just some other stuff, we just did MegaCon. If you guys would like to join our Discord, the exclamation Discord, you can go to the 2026 MegaCon channel and see all the great photos that we have from MegaCon. MegaCon is what we use to wrap up our annual ACS campaign. We raised over $11,000 this year, and we hit the $100,000 mark. So thanks to everybody that came out to that. We have a lot of great photos in there of me being there in the Mando costume and all that stuff. And we're going to be doing it again next year for 2026. And I'm going big time here. I'm doing a new costume there. They're Tassinix, and I'm going outside of Star Wars. I am going to be one of the Hokages from Naruto.
Oh. So, I mean, it's not that I'm averse to anime, to be sure, but that's not one of them I got into because I'm sure this is part of the writing of the character that he outgrew, and it was meant to be deliberately annoying. But those first couple episodes of him just running around and saying "believe it" to all this different shit, I was like, I'm out. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I understand this is a shonen anime. I understand it's meant for like young and or teenage boys, and that's how most of these animes are. This one's just a little too immature for me to stomach even just the first few episodes. So well, I'm good.
Well, once you get past that, it gets really good, right? And
I've heard. I mean, it's running for years. It can't be bad. It can't be bad.
Don't get me wrong. The filler in it is trash. It's like One Piece. I love One Piece, but the filler stuff, I ignore. And I read the mangas too, so I've grown with the mangas, and it's gotten really, like, I give you Bleach is one that I watched, and through a certain part I was like, okay, it got silly, but then they just recently put out the Blood Wars on Bleach, and being as familiar with the series, reading the manga and stuff, I was like, okay, let me check this out, and it was brutal. I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. So Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is out, one of my top 5 animes of all time. That is phenomenally good to watch. Jujutsu Kaisen is unbelievable. If you like shonen animes, it's really good. No filler. It's the anime in that is top tier. I don't know who did it off the top of my head, but they are incredible. Full Metal Alchemist, Berserk is one of my favorite old-time shonen mangas that I've followed. It's unfortunate that the author died, so I'm just kind of left in limbo what they're going to do with the story. Jujutsu Kaisen's really good. There's quite a few I could recommend. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is unbelievable. There's two. There's Full Metal Alchemist, and they kind of did some weird stuff with the story that doesn't match and stuff, and they left out a lot of stuff. Watch Brotherhood because that gets you the full gist of like everything that was in the manga. Full Metal Alchemist I can't recommend high enough. Oh my god, so many Chad moments in that anime without ruining it. And I know Tasnix knows what the hell I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh my god. That anime is phenomenal. Trying to think of some recent ones that I've been watching. If you're looking for something fun and lighthearted, Konosuba is a riot. Definitely breaks the fourth wall with isekai, and it is fantastic. If you're just looking to laugh your ass off, but it's incredibly good anime. I don't know. It's depending on what you're into. I've watched different types of anime, from shonen to love stories to, I mean, you name it. I've watched it in different venues and sagas and stuff. And everybody's gonna have their favorite. I mean, but there's classics like Death Note. I can go down the list of classics that are good watch that are really good. But yeah, FMA highly recommend. So good. And I can't give you the Chad moments to talk about it because it'll ruin it for you. You got to see it for yourself. Let's just say fire good. Like there's an anime Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is an awful anime in the sense that its story is just ridiculous, but the characters are so good and the fight scene are so good. It's so bad, but it's just one of those animes I put on and watch in the background because I just love the hijinks of the characters, and the fights are incredible. So yeah. Yeah, well, you'll be happy to know there, G-Dub. We're going to get our Punishing One to this week. We're going to take it to 7 stars, and we're going to take Dengar to 9, and then we're going to take Kira to 5. And we're working on our Datacron set here. You can see we've got the new ones popping up. We've already dismantled a ton of these because they're going bye-bye tonight. Don't forget, kids, PSA, you are losing all those Datacrons. It breaks the heart. Look at all those. Those are just the ones I have. Dengar, Grand Inquisitor, Hondo. I miss them. I've already dismantled a ton of them. We progress. We move on. Yeah, Tess must be on a call.
No, I'm sorry. I just had my mic muted because you were talking.
That's okay. You were typing in chat. I'm like, oh, he must be on a. I'm trying to think of some other. I've been watching the Castlevania series. Not so much anime, but anime-ish.
Oh, it's funny that you mentioned that. I actually just finished. I finished season 2, and now I'm actually watching season 3 now.
Oh
but I'm actually currently enjoying a watch through.
Yeah, I've just finished season 2 of the new part of Castlevania Nocturna, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, that I haven't done yet. That's a whole new journey for me. I'll be doing. I'm going through the first animated run of Castlevania right now.
It's so good, man. Oh, I love it builds. Season 1's a building. It's a lot of character stuff, but I like that about season 1. Get into the characters, get into the story, why they're motivated. I love season 1. But yeah, I'm excited for you. We have a list. It's going to be Sana. I put it out earlier. What else? 73, our Set the Count data keeper, gave me a list here, and it was Embo, BT1, Beyonce, Cal, Ness, Sana, Stap, and then we're also going to do one for Kira. And we have certain ones, primaries that we're looking for. If we can, right? There's only so many materials. I'm not going to keep re-rolling. If I can get it, I'll get it first try. If not, then I'll give it a couple rolls. And if not, then it's like, okay, the gods have spoken. I'm not meant to have nice things, which is really frustrating. But
let me send this to you. I recently put out a video on Datacron Set 20, and I towards the end of that video, I always make some recommendations on what I see are as early winners in the set. It's not meant to be comprehensive. It's not saying these are the only ones, or it's certainly not accounting for anything that might emerge as an unsuspectedly good Krong. But you might consider these.
There you go. I put that in the Discord or the chat. There you go. Put that over
There
there.
you go.
YouTube's
Okay.
well. YouTube.
But for Afra, for me,
Oh,
I guess in
really
3
good.
versus 3, the BT11 will be used, but I wouldn't say it's super high priority because for
No.
me it feels like a win harder button. Like if you're already doing well in the fight, this will just help you do a little bit better, but I don't think it's going to win you anything. Whereas in 5 versus 5, I do think that the HK47 Kron is going to be my default choice for using with Afra because that's actually adding a dimension of threat to the team.
It's so weird. Like her and the Tuscans, it's like you get into their Omicrons and stuff. I hate that CG did this, where it's like in this form of JC this works, and then the other one it doesn't work. It's like, god damn it. It really sucks. Especially when you're trying to get datacrons for those teams and try to figure out like, oh yeah, I don't have the Omicron this round for this team, but I do have the datacron. So all right. Oh man, drives me nuts. All right, we'll do a final call for questions here and stuff. I'm gonna take a little break, do a little something. Let Tasnix finish his day and do his thing. Ness is nasty with Ray again. Possibly. I don't know if I'm gonna go that route with her. Got some ideas for Ray. I'm kind of formulating in my.
There's too many good, especially for 3 versus 3. Like, here's the thing. Somebody was just asking me this on my Discord. Is
Sure.
like, how are you dividing up Fulcrum and Exile Ezra this time? And I'm still thinking that because set 19 is around, that Magma Cheese is still a factor. And so one of the ways to really close that off is setting Fulcrum with your Galactic Legend Ahsoka. So probably Padawan Sabine as the third for that, just to have another strong attacker there,
Sure.
which means that Exile Ezra would be with Rey and Ben Solo again, kind of like how we were running it last season.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's going to be the play, because I was actually doing that in 5. I was mixing and matching those guys to see the best results on that. It's like, trying some different things, you know. But I do like Fulcrum and Sabine with GL Ahsoka in 33, and I think Ezra is he really makes that Rey team a pain in the ass. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's really good with Ahsoka, but God bless America, he really thinks shit up in 3s and 5s for your teams and stuff. Where you really
I agree.
You got to go in there with something hard up, which we have, but it's still nasty. Yes, Vegeta, we're going to the dreaded 3s.
You guys got to be grateful for 3 versus 3. Until so many players have come around on 3 versus 3, and I've always liked it, but I think that actually have more creative space as a player. There's so many high-powered teams that you can't possibly fit most of them on your board in 5 versus 5. So that's why it's really common at the top end of the game to see teams getting concentrated, like your Malicos getting dragged out of Seer and put in with your Lord Vader alongside Maul and Star Killer. So that's taking away from your EP Star Killer. You're killing 2 other teams to make a buffed up version of one. And that's something that's really common there, but it's not terribly creative, right? Because if it ends up being that strong, that type of concentration will just be standard, and that'll be what happens. Whereas you've got a bigger footprint in 3 versus 3, and you have more discretion about how you want to mix and match those teams. You get to use more of your roster that usually is sitting off to the side in 5s.
Yeah, they need at higher levels. I don't want them to make the same mistake they did last time when they did an expansion of the board where it was like all of Kyber. Like, well, hold on, CG. Kyber 1's a lot different than Kyber 5. You just can't be throwing all willy-nilly all this extra teams and stuff out there. But I think at the upper levels, 5s is just a slugfest. It's like if you have something that they don't have you in, or it's just like in our bracket, it's just power versus power, what you have, and if you can get through the stuff. And for me, chip RNG, Jesus Christ. I lost 2 rounds because of the stupid punishing one, and then I lost a round because of the button disappearing thing, which really sucks. I don't really have in our bracket, we don't have a lot of room for error for things to not go the way they're supposed to. I'll just put it through that way. But you can do a lot more of that in 3s, depending on what you have and stuff. So, yeah, and I always do better in 3s. 5s, it's just a slugfest. 3s, you know, ugh. All right, I am not seeing any other questions. Final call here. I know Scribbles just went live. And I may send you guys over there because, you know, we'd like to support our friends and stuff. I know Nooch is doing Swgoh, but he's probably going to... so we'll, you know what, we'll raid Princess Scribbles. He's playing a new game. Path of Exile 2. I have no idea what the hell that is. I have no idea. He just tagged and I'm like, it's a game and you play it. Looks different. I don't know. So we'll send you guys over there. It's a Tuesday. It's Swgoh day, but I mean, if you want to go to Nooch, you can. He's streaming that. He's the only Swgoh guy I see, but I know he's going to be in the stream soon. Striker, who are the Vanguard Jedi you think are coming? We talked about this earlier. We think it's going to be Young Dooku, Qui-Gon, Yaddle. Was that the other one we said? Yes. Yeah, those 3 for sure, right?
I think Yaddle is the name of the Yoda species Jedi that was shown in Knights of the Old Republic, but I think this... Maybe I'm wrong.
No, Yaddle's the name of the Jedi that Dooku faces when he turns.
Is that her name? Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
She was in episode 1. It's just as a background character.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, she would definitely be one of them, though, right?
Cypher Diaz wouldn't be a bad choice. Young Dooku.
Cypher Diaz.
Yeah, that could be one.
Young Qui-Gon, because that was a distinctive model that they used there. He did look decidedly younger.
Yeah, young Dooku, young Qui-Gon, Cypher Diaz would be pretty cool. Yaddle, I think, are on the board for this Vanguard team. Because I can't really think of any other Jedi from that time period that they're kind of looking at. Like, I mean, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel now because we have so many Jedi in the game. Or different iterations. But I think those characters are definitely on the board for possibility. So. All right. With that, I'm going to send you guys over to Princess Scribbles. Give him a hard time. For he is Scribbles. We must give him a hard time. As he plays his new game. You guys can check it out. Path of Exile. Dose. I don't know what it is, but you guys can have fun. What about BD1 original owner? BD1. I don't know. Throw it in the pot at this point. All right. If you don't see the raid, just refresh your browser. We'll send you over to Scribbles and have fun over there with him. He is and he is taking Swgoh questions. So he said he's going to be playing Path of Exile 2, and I just checked his Discord, but he is taking Swgoh questions. So you can go give him a hard time. He loves it. Scribbles. All right. Make sure you guys follow Tasnic Skewers. Follow our good friend, the Court Jester. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tonight for some Baldur's Gate 3. If not,